Good evening, everybody. My name is Japes Jr. This is MTG Arena. Missed y'all. I'm back from vacation. I just wanted to say, while I was gone from vacation, a lot of things happened. A lot of things that happened were really great, which includes everybody. I have reached 50 followers on Twitch. Now, to some, that may not seem to be like a huge number, but for someone like me, it means a ton, because was never, I never expected what I've gotten for the past 6 months of being on Twitch. I wasn't expecting a lot of followers. I was expecting to get a lot of practice. What most of you don't know is that before the pandemic hit, in February, I was going to be part of a podcasting team, and we were going to do a lot of podcasting shows, and we were going to have our own website, channel, and all that stuff. It was going to be an amazing time, and unfortunately, during the pandemic, all of that folded, and it was just crazy. It was just a crazy time, and it was a time where there was uncertainty. I had to make sure that I had to have all of my money saved up. The record label I was working for folded as well, and which tied into the podcast, as we were going to podcast and interview bands that we were touring with or opening shows for and all that stuff. We were going to. I was in charge of the media and basically podcasting it and doing everything like that. It was supposed to be something that I went to school for. I did a lot of studying for it. I did a lot of experience for it, and I was amped and ready to go. And then, like just like what the pandemic has done for most of you out there, is it changed a lot of things. So my friend and good friend and now brother Knight Rider told me about Twitch, and I just thought that Twitch was just for video games and all that stuff. And when I like Rush Freeman said on Zicky Dice's 1 year anniversary stream, shout outs to Zicky Dice and the Lizard community, I was not prepared for what Twitch was, and Twitch was everything. And you could see like half naked ladies on here, and I was like, whoa, that's dangerous, because Lady Alice is going to have my neck in a few seconds if I don't get off this person's channel, right? So a lot of things are on here. Cooking streams, IRLs, game upon game upon games, just chatting, people just podcasting and talking about what they are going through and what they've been through. And in this community, whether you find your community here or there, this Twitch community can be a very positive place. I've heard the negatives about it, but I've heard nothing but the positive stuff of Twitch, and I've seen it. I'm in it. And I've never, ever thought that this could ever happen to me. 50 of you think that I am quality enough to be followed, to share my content with you. It's tremendous, and I heard that. What happened? Who did what? Who's doing that? What's the Velixian? Thank you for following. And Velixian, you're one of those wonderful folks that I'm talking about. Velixian would come into my shows, my chats, and would chat with me, and it gave me an opportunity to meet people like Velixian here, and I appreciate that follow, Velixian. I really enjoy our chats and all that. So again, I had nothing prepared for Twitch. I wasn't. Basically, here's why my Twitch channel is so simple. You just follow, because that's all I can do is follow back and enjoy your content. I'm not asking for subs. I'm not asking for your money. I'm not asking for any of that, because the one thing that I was brought up as by my family is to fight, crawl, and scrape, and be intelligent and do what you got to do to get where you need to be at. And Twitch is not at all something that was on my radar. So I respect it as what it is. I'm not asking any of you to use your hard-earned money on someone like me. I'm not trying to do anything that would put you out. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for subs. I'm not asking for any of that. That's why I have nothing on here but a follow button. I want it to be as easy as YouTube. I wanted it to be just as, simple. And although I could get crazy and creative in Streamlabs and have all these follower accounts and all that stuff up, I want you all to just see what this is. Boring for what it is, really entertaining as it is. Whatever you want this or whatever you get out of this is perfectly fine with me. And I just want to take a time to say thank you so much to all the 50. And I just by going down the line, and it's going to be about 3 or 4 minutes, but I do have personal stories for each one of you. Bex Marie, you are a beautiful soul. If I am so thankful for meeting you in the Zicky Dice community, as well as your support with everything, with Everfresh, with all of our DJs. Your modding is amazing, and your support is amazing. Bex, Twitch would not be anywhere without supporters like you, and so I appreciate you. Pin Dot Gamer, I just want to say that when I watch your streams and your League of Legends, I just want to say your League of Legends streams. I just want to say that the family element, the way that you communicate with kids around you, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think that you speak in Tagalog. I have friends that speak Tagalog, or family members that speak Tagalog. So I'm hoping I don't get that worded out. Again, I'm just a mixed Hawaiian, so, but I do have some friends that speak Tagalog, and I think that's what you and speak to with your chat. I love your gaming. I love how you communicate with the children around you. You don't need a camera because your gameplay says it all, and you're a great League of Legends streamer, and I appreciate you. Beautiful 7770. I wouldn't have reached 50 followers without you, and your game content is amazing. And I just want to let you know that I did watch your videos, and I think that you are really awesome. And for the followers that you've accumulated, it is well deserved. So I definitely appreciate you. This is going to be a double thank you. Coops_TTV and Swiftism. If Killer B did not introduce me to Coops, I would not have met Swiftism. This is how amazing Coops and Swiftism has been towards me. I just came up in one stream, and I was already invited to a Discord, and I was already followed. There was no judgments. There was nobody nobody checked out my stuff just yet. They just invited me to their Discord, and it was just amazing ever since then. And Swiftism was so cool, and Coops was so cool that they noticed that I was close to 50 followers, and they let their community know that. And I wouldn't have gotten to 50 followers if it wasn't for your help on that. And that was just truly amazing. And I really appreciate that again. Amy Boss B, this Twitch streamer followed me, and I believe that we met through the Lucian Plays All Day community, and she immediately hosted one of my streams, and also I've gone onto their stream and seen the Warframe content that they create, and it's helpful. It's because you can follow Amy Boss, and you can see where they go, where they obtain their their missions, what they do during each mission, and it could actually help other future or Warframe players that are not there at that level yet to get a little hindsight of where things are at. And Amy, I appreciate that. Brolul and Lightning Foil. One night I was doing a Rocket League ASMR stream, and you all came in and just treated me like a friend, like someone that you've known. Lightning Foil came in and asked me an NBA question, and I just said, "Oh shoot, I don't know. That's not my team." And then Bralul joined that same stream and said, "Can I join you in Rocket League?" And two people that have watched my channel reached out to me about Rocket League. That was Ches Tater Nightquill and Bralul. These two peeps should be streaming. Their Rocket League gameplay is amazing. I'm just some trash player that can't float on a daily basis, but these two, Bralul and Ches Tater Nyquil, can play Rocket League amazingly. And Ches Tater, I'll get to you later, but Bralul and Lightning Foil, if you just did not come into that stream, you made my night, and I don't even know if you knew that. I don't even know how much you made an impact on that night. When I was feeling low and down, you two came in and you just talked to a stranger and you lifted me up. So I really appreciated that, and I super thank you for that. Corey Prime, thank you so much for for not subscribing, but for following me, taking a chance on me. You didn't, I probably sure, I'm probably sure that you heard about me. I think we met through Lucian's Play All Day. Please whisper me if I'm wrong. But for you to take a chance on someone like me that does MTG Arena, Rocket League, iPad app games like Baseball Clash. And by the way, everyone, Baseball Clash, I cannot see the chat, and I cannot for the life of me get a mic to work on my iPad. So yesterday I was doing Baseball Clash, and Knight Rider and Only and Killer B were so nice to tell me, dude, we can't hear you. It's because my mic on the iPad sucks. And I'm like, holy crap, I don't know what's going on. But Corey Prime, thank you very much for taking a chance on me. I hope that whatever you get from this channel is nothing but positiveness, and I hope you laugh at my rage. I hope you laugh at the fact that I'm not a good gamer, so they can inspire other people to stream and say, if this freaking dude can stream and he's not good at this game. And I'm not, again, MTG Arena, I have it up, but it's like, I'm not the best deck builder at all ever, but I just play. I just play. I don't know the schools of Strixhaven. I don't know anything other than, the Orzhov, Gruul, Selesnya. That's all I know about those color combinations. That's all I know. And for people, and I'm going to get to all of them, but for people like Mercurial Blue, Winnicky, the Mana Sultan, Lucian Plays All Day, Swords of Statutes, for those Magic the Gathering content creators to follow me, because again, I am not the best drafter. I'm not the best, Magic the Gathering arena player. But for those wonderful players that have success, do these things, and you will find them out if you give them a check out. For those folks to follow me, that is insane. And that's what I wouldn't ask for. Moving forward, Kazu Trash Gaming. I met you when you were playing Getting Over It. I tried to stop you from playing Getting Over It because it's such a BS game where it's like so horrible that it turns great people like you into werewolves or monsters where you rage and but you had the patience, dude, to sit there for 3 hours to play Getting Over It. And then you play all these other obscure games. Like there was an IKEA game where you had to sit on a chair, and sitting on a chair earns you money to get you a chair. I'm like, WTF, what the hell? And you did it, and you were so nice to the chat. I'm so thankful that Knight Rider introduced us. And Kaz, you've got a fan out of me, but again, for you to follow me, that's crazy. That's insane, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Fibro, I met you through the Princess Beans community. I just want to say, dude, your content is amazing, and your gameplay is amazing. First person shooting games, I'm not good at it, but you are. Princess Beans is. Knight Rider is. Izardo1 are. They every one of you create these first person shooting game content that is worth the look. And I appreciate you for following me. Thank you. KPOW29, you took a chance on me, and I really do hope that you get something out of this content. And I really do hope that whatever you get from it, I hope it's not negativity. I hope that it inspires you to do something. Do something positive for yourself. Do something that, sustain and be great at what you are. And I don't know you personally, but I just want to let you know that I hope that whatever you get from this, sorry everybody, I'm getting a little emotional, but I hope that whatever you get from this is not something that you could trash and stuff like that. I hope that you can find something in what I do. So I appreciate you. DJ Diamond Lee, this goes to you and Everfresh, the amazing music DJs, the amazing music community that you and Everfresh create. I'm just gonna put it right there. And DJ Enigma, you're in that same boat. All three of you, the most amazing DJs I've seen on Twitch that can spin records, that can keep a party going. During the pandemic, you don't even know how important you were to making people like me feel like there was something out there that we can enjoy. We didn't have clubs. We didn't have people to hang with. And DJ Diamond Lee and Everfresh and DJ Enigma, you gave us something. You put a smile on our faces. You made us get up and dance. You made us... You gave us something that we felt before. And for that, I appreciate you. 95 Bricks, I watch you how you play your games. I enjoy how you build your civilizations. I don't know the game that you play, but I'm just gonna say that I watch how you build up your towns and cities, and it kind of reminds me of Sims, and it's really cool. And I just want to say thank you so much for taking a chance on me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. We don't even do the same content, but for you to just find me and say, yo, I'm going to follow this guy. And you don't even, you didn't know me. But I'm so glad that you did, because I wouldn't have seen how awesome of a content creator you are. And so 95 Bricks, I appreciate you. Killer B 323, what can I say about you, my friend? You're no nonsense. And you're sorry, I'm getting emotional, but you're no nonsense, but big heart is truly what I was hoping to get. Someone that was brutally honest, but also showed love because they received love. And if I didn't meet you, I wouldn't have had somebody tell me how it is and how it's going to be and what you should really be thinking about. Stop playing games and stuff. And Killer B, since the moment I met you, you've been like that. And I wouldn't have had it any other way. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being you. It's not the gift subs that you give at other channels. It was never about that. It was about learning you and learning what you wanted me to learn about you. And that is that you show love and respect, but you damn well earn it too. And I appreciate you, man. Reswitch, I met you during Lizards of Love. I just came into the Discord to wish all of you good luck. And there you pick start and N-Man's, formerly known as N-Man's Zoink, Zik and Zoink show. Um, Rez, I just appreciate everything that you do. Your fortune telling streams, your yoga streams, your cookie baking streams. I appreciate you, man. And your enthusiasm for content creating and not giving an F about what people think about you, and you just doing what you got to do, and you just doing what you want to do. That's bold, and I'm so thankful that I met you and all. Arbolin11, what can I say about you, man? You know, you give everybody that you love a hard time. You give everyone that you love a hard time, but at the same time, you know, when you make fun of us, it just means that you love us, and the love is returned. And you know, after the joking around and all that hardships are calm down. You're a gentle, amazing soul, and I appreciate the fact that you're smart enough, you got it. And I'm not going to talk about your personal life, but I'm just going to say that for me and your friendship on Twitch, it's been truly amazing. So I want to thank you for that. Princess Beans 8, I met you in Little Criminals, Little Crim community. And since then, I mean, you've got, I don't know, 700 followers or something like that. I don't know how many followers that you have, but you came into my stream one day and we were just chopping it up like we knew each other. And I've never I never thought that this would be possible, to just have conversations with each and every one of you in my stream and just going like that. And it's amazing. Princess Beans, you know, your content, when you play games with your chat community, when you make fun of your fails and you're super excited about your successes, that's what's gold. And for your genuineness about everything, it's and the way that you love baby beans, truly impressive. And I whatever you're trying to figure out in your life, I know that you're going to figure it out. Hopefully your Twitch community that you've created has got your back. And you know, I just hope for nothing but success. And I know that all of us can make the best decisions, and I know that you're capable of them as well, because you're doing great. And it's not easy being a single mother, because I have friends that are single parents. But you Twitch streaming and you taking care of your family and doing what you need to do, I appreciate you, and thank you so much. Candace Drums, can't say can't say enough about followers that just follow me. I really do hope that you enjoy this content, and I really do hope that you get something out of this. And I hope that me doing Twitch motivates you in what you do. Again, I didn't join Twitch for an agenda. I didn't join Twitch for anything other than just to get practice on what it's like to be behind a mic and being here as a podcaster. So I hope that whatever you get from this is impressive. And this goes out to the entire Team Cat community, which includes Mercurial Blue, Swords of Statutes, the Mana Sultan, One Icky, and I just want to let and Clausies, Manny Fresh is involved in this. Oh my God, Team Cat community and Twitch streamers of MTG Arena. I mean, for you to follow me and to and then, you know, including the Mad Sultan shouting me out all the some of the times on his channel, I can't I wasn't expecting that. And for the Team Cat community to be so amazing, open, and just basically opening their doors to a complete stranger and making me feel like a part of the community is just super intense. And you don't know what kind of impact you've had on my life, regardless if you follow me or not, Team Cat community. or if you, even if you don't chat with me, or even if you don't even, follow me, it's fine. I just want you to know that your community is beautiful, and I think that each one of you have a great personality, and I know that each one of you are capable of doing a lot of amazing things, and you have amazing people in the community like Mercurial Blue, like Swords of Statutes, like the Man of Sultan, like Clausies, that these could be that these these Twitch streamers can actually be followed upon because they build strong communities, and they're not toxic, and they're not about that. They're about building communities, and Team Cat is that's why I love Team Cat's community. It's so strong. I appreciate it, and I just want to say a big shout out collectively to all of you for being who you are. Um, Cubedoy, I'm so thankful for meeting you. You told me that you and your father play MTG Arena, and I think that that's the most amazing, most adorable thing that a father or mother that played MTG Arena when they were kids to pass on such a interesting, diverse, very complex card game that helped people like me learn how to be socially accepted. I can't talk to people up front. Like, I'm very nervous and I get really really scared. But Magic the Gathering taught me how to communicate, even through nervousness, and to keep myself 3 steps ahead, and to be very aware, and to have good sportsmanship with your opponent. And for you and for your father to share that to you, I hope that you do, when you grow, and if you decide to have a family of your own, enjoy your life now, Cubedoy. You got you got some awesome time. But Cubedoy, whatever you do in your life, just so that the game of Magic the Gathering, if you step away from it, you can always come back. And that it is what it is. It's a game. It's a game that was thankfully blessed upon this world, so that you can share it with people. And that's what Magic the Gathering is all about, is sharing the game to other players, to just get them involved in all aspects of it: the playing, the talking, the thinking, the processing. Everything about it is such a cool game. Forget the controversial art, forget the controversial cards. Don't play with them. But again, it's a pleasure to have met you, Cubedoy, and thank you very much for sharing all that you shared with me when I was streaming. So I appreciate you. Courageous Caleb, thank you for following me. Even though I worked for a music label, you and Hollowell, I'm just gonna put you two together. You and Hollowell, I've enjoyed Hollowell's music. Courageous Caleb, I do see that you do music because I see a drum set by you and I see a mic by you. But for you musicians to reach out to me and follow me, that means a lot because I love music. I was working with music. I'm going to get back into the music business with another startup independent label. And that's what I'm doing music projects with now, basically mixing, recording, not mastering, but mixing and recording, and creating studio times for people to come over and do some recordings and stuff. So we have a set signed, peeps, but I just want to say, without you and Hollowell reminding me about how much I love music, that's what I thank you for. So I really appreciate that. Um, Heel Bebe, thank you so much for following me. I'm pretty sure I met you either through the Everfresh community, Ziggy Dice community, and I just want to say thank you so much for doing that. You didn't have to, but you did, and I hope that whenever you have the chance to check out my content, I hope you get something out of it. I'm boring. I only do Rocket League. I only do MTG Arena. I'm not that gamer. But I do hope that you get some fun out of the fact that I get into much of the moment, and I and I just go a little crazy. So I hope that makes you laugh. I hope that you get something out of that. Always, Little Criminal 420 Gaming. Come on now, playing marbles with you is the most amazing times. You and Spence have a friendship that is so rewarding, and for you to build a community where I can meet people like Princess Beans, I thank you for that. I know that during the pandemic, we all were struggling with loss of job, finding ourselves looking for something new, and you did it. You did it, Little Criminal. You did what you had to do, and you're doing it now. And even though you're not streaming as much as you did before, just know that the true LCs, the true Little Crim community, is always going to be there for you when you're back, including me. So if I see you, I'm popping in. I'm going to play with my horrible marble that hates my guts, and I want to divorce my marble because it's stupid in your stream. I don't know why, but it only in your stream. Actually, no, I can't lie. My marbles hate me in Arbolin's channel too. So anyway, Little Criminal, what I really meant to say is that meeting you on Twitch has been nothing but amazing, and I appreciate you for all that you do. Lady Duct Tape, I want to say that meeting you through Everfresh's Discord with Arbolin, getting to know a little bit about you was very humbling. And I'm so thankful that you're a strong mod for these DJs. I'm so thankful that you host these DJs on your channel. Lady Duct Tape, their communities wouldn't be growing without strong people like you doing what you do. So Lady Duct Tape, I appreciate you, and I hope that again, you didn't have to follow me, but you did, and I really do hope that you find what you're. I hope that you find my grind in my channel. I hope that inspires you to continue your grind as an amazing mod for these Twitch streamers. So thank you so much, Lady Duct Tape, for all that you do. Manny Fresh, you need to stream again, bud. You need to stream again. Watching you play with your family in Fortnite, I mean that is such a tremendous time, and your loving nature, your instant friendship, your instant shout outs, your instant everything about you is so instant, and I want you to be protected, my bro, with love and all the support, because you deserve every bit of it. You're so supportive, especially to your brother, the Menace Sultan. You do so many cool things that I want you to get credit for what you do, and I want you to stream again. I want you to be. I hope that on other media outlets you're doing your thing, because you are a talent that needs to be found, and I'm super hoping that I could catch another Fortnite stream from you. Real Boomopedia, please come back. Please do another Marbles stream. When I remember 2 months ago when I joined your Marbles stream, you were such a good host. You're such a good host in Marbles. I hope that your life is okay. I hope your life is treating you well. I hope that you come back and you stream. I really do. Real Boomopedia, it you almost made me want to do marbles on my channel, but then I'm like, I didn't have that many people to play marbles with, and I'm not as good as Arbolin. I'm not good as Little Criminal. I'm not good as you. But please, Real Boomopedia, I would love to see you again. I would love to play marbles on your stream one more time, and especially listen to the great music the playlists that you play. And Only 77, what can I say about you? Ever since the day that we whispered, you've been nothing but loving and supportive to me and Lady Alice. Your words of encouragement, your your Discord messages when I was having a bad day uplifted me. When you tell me a little bit about yourself, I promise that I'll keep you protected. and you're worth every bit of that promise. And only I wish that the world would have a loving heart, and I wish that people had the kind of nature that you have, because if we had a bunch of Anonlys in this world, we wouldn't be having wars, we wouldn't be having discriminations, we wouldn't be having to fight for what we believe in, because if we had a bunch of you around this world, it would be nothing but a love show. And I mean that lovingly. Hold on, everyone. Let me blow my nose real quick. And only the way you take care of your family, the way that you treat the lizard community, the way that you the way that you set the tone for how friendships are built. I could go on, but I fear that I'm gonna go another hour just talking about you. Um, you're a hero. You're a friend. You are everything that I am not. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to find that in myself, because who you are is what I want to be one day. And I'm not there. And I thank you for that. Sweaty Sphincter and SSJ Gaming. I met you two through Knight Rider. And I thank you so much for what you both do. SSJ Gaming, it was just simply just me saying what's up, where you made me feel like we were friends for years. And for you to have that kind nature and for you to do that to me made me feel so comfortable. And a few of your wonderful community followed me, and they didn't have to, but they did. And that speaks volumes about how your community is and how you are. SSJ Gaming, I hope that for everything that you do, I hope that everything that you gain, I just want you to know it's well earned. And I appreciate that. Um, Isgrim, you and your MTG arena streams show me how to deck build and offering decks to me, because everyone knows. Shout out to you, Zoink. Everybody knows this, that I cannot get to freaking Mythic in MTG Arena, but you offered decks that could. And I want to say, I thank you for inspiring me to look at the decks and making me feel like it's okay to play the decks that I play because I enjoy them. And I just want to say thank you, Isgrim, for that. Plakal Cry 1971, you followed me out of the blue, and I want you to know that I hope that whatever you get from my channel, I hope that you get something out of it. That motivates you. Hopefully, it makes you laugh, or it makes you feel a sort of emotion that you could come back, you could watch it, and I hope that whatever I do, I hope that I can help with the day. I hope that my horrible gameplays, you can laugh at it. You could say, "Dude, this I could be better than this guy," and I hope that helps you, and I hope that motivates you. And Second Chance Girl, I met you through the JAM, community. I can't find Jahid anymore. I don't know if what happened, but Second Chance Girl, I appreciate you and your apps, your app streams, your game app streams. You inspire me to play Baseball Clash, which is an iPad app game, and to stream that. If you didn't stream Sims, I wouldn't be streaming Baseball Clash or Access Football 2017. I wouldn't be doing any of that. So, Second Chance Girl, thank you very much for inspiring me to try to get some iPad games up on my channel. Lady Alice, you followed me. We've been together for a very long time, and I wouldn't be anywhere without your support, and I wouldn't be a better person if I didn't have a wonderful woman by my side like you. So, Lady Alice, you're at work right now, and you're probably not even seeing this, hearing this, and I hope nobody shows this to you because you know every day that I try to show it to you every day how much you mean to me, how much you support me, and I try to add the same thing. Every living moment has been with you for the past, God, off and on. We've broken up, we've come together, we've fought, we come together, we fought with and for each other, and I wouldn't have it any other way, other than I wouldn't want anyone by my side other than you for this crazy journey in this world that we live in. We are a mixed couple, and you looked past that. You look past the fact that our skin colors are different. You don't have you don't have discrimination in your heart, and you gave this Hawaiian mutt with many mixes in a chance to find realize that the world is not full of people that hate, minorities. That you are a loving soul, and that you've introduced me to loving people because of that. Lady Alice, I could go on and on. I could have a 48-hour stream talking about me and you, but I just want to say thank you so much for being who you are. Team DLR, I just want to say you both came in and you followed me out of the blue, and I Swift Gamers. There was one time when you came into my stream and you asked me, "Hey, you wanna battle some decks?" And I thought that was like, holy shoot, this person is down to destroy the crap out of me. But I also took it as this guy is so bold enough to invite someone stranger to play Magic the Gathering with them, and that's Magic the Gathering. It's about, you know, it's about reaching out to players and playing them. And some of them want to dominate and destroy you completely, but some of them also want to play because they want to invite and engage and accept you into the Magic the Gathering community. So Swift Gamers, I thank you for doing that to me. And GameStop BG, same thing with Team DLR and Swift Gamers. Thank you so much for following me. Ijardo1, bro, I want you to come back, please. I love when you build your PCs and just chatting, and I love when you play your first person shooting games. And I want you to come back. It's been a while. I know that work's been hitting, and man, I have to reconnect to MTG Arena. I was talking so much. Sorry everyone that this has gone too long, but I just wanted to give shout outs to all 50 of the followers that have followed me. This is huge for me. I didn't, 50 people that hit a button to follow me is huge for me, and I don't look past 50. I don't look past where I don't care for growth. I don't care for anything like that. I just care about the 50 people that just followed me out of nowhere. And this goes with follower number 1, Knight Rider. Of the years that I've known you, you were an acquaintance that became a friend, that became a brother. Every moment of my life that I've shared with you, and with the junior team, and with your big family and growing family, I'm so thankful that you have accepted me into your personal and Twitch family. I'm so blessed to have met you. I am so honored that you have trusted me with certain things in life, including joining your night crew team, which, well, we all know who the best player is on the night crew. And I'm saying that I'm distanced from Tigard and Wibe, but Knight Rider, you're the bombest player and team captain of the night crew. And because of you playing Among Us with me, showing me what Twitch is about, I wouldn't have done Twitch without you. I wouldn't have found an outlet without you. I wouldn't have found a way to cope with the pandemic without you. I wouldn't have gotten through many things in my life without you. Me and Lady Alice, we wouldn't have a strong support system without you. So Knight Rider, I am so thankful for you. I am so blessed to have you in my life. You've made a brother out of me for a lifetime. And whenever you need me, I'm here. Whenever, whenever things go down, don't hesitate. Let me reach out to me. Let me know. And vice versa. I hope to God that I could keep myself together, because I'm confident that I know that I can. But if I'm unable to, please, please catch me as I would catch you. And again, I'm not going to be a burden on your life. But if I'm falling off, please let me know that I am, because that's the loving and intelligent heart that you have, and I appreciate you, man. Oh my God, everyone. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, I just spent the past, I have no freaking clue how long. I just spent the past 47 minutes talking about the 50 followers that I freaking had. I I don't know how I got here, but each and every one of you, each one of you have made this experience so amazing that this is lifelong. This is lifelong, everybody. And to come back from a vacation to have 50 followers is pretty damn cool. And I really do hope that whatever you get from this channel is good stuff. And oh my God, I see the chat. Holy shit. I didn't have the chat up. Oh my God, Arbolin Kaz. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back through this. I'm going to go back through this. And oh man. Oh man. Yes, follow Kaz. Dude, Kaz is amazing. Everybody. Oh shoot. Oh my God, this is awesome. Yeah, botch emotes and only botch. I botched it. I got emotional on stream, dude. I wasn't supposed to go this hard, but then oh fuck, now I have to watch the stream. Who broke me? Like I was literally crying. I don't know what the hell happened. Oh no. Okay, oh, this is where I broke. I broke when I broke when I was talking about Everfresh and the pandemic, because dude, that dude freaking helped me and all of us through the tough times with music, dude. And music is so, it soothes your soul, you know? The music is an extension of our souls and ourselves, and for them to give it to us is crazy. I'm not gonna cry again, so I'm just gonna stop. Hold on, let me get another tissue. Holy shit, dude. Wow. You all are like you all are savages, dude. And I know that Zicky Dice says, yo, you know, every time when I play Overwatch, people just leave and stuff like that because it's not. F that. Do what you want to do. Like, I'm going to play MTG Arena right now. Nobody knows, nobody gets this game. But, like, Kaz, you know, Kaz plays the games, you know, and plays some obscure games and stuff. I'm like, dude, do that stuff. I'll watch you. There's no shame. Who cares who's like, look, you can play whatever game that you want. Viewership is viewership, but content is content. And yes, our Bolin does have 191 followers, and I will not reach Arbolin's numbers ever, but I'm just saying 50 is huge. Dude, Arbolin, I don't like that game, dude. You gotta stop, Arbolin, with that Who's Your Daddy game. I do not want to see babies in ovens. I don't know what kind of sick, twisted, dark web game that was, Arbolin, but you need to stop with that. Holy shoot, dude. Me and Zyke on the mic, we were just like, Zyke on the mic! Dude, oh my god, my friends on Twitch. Cubedoy, Princess Beans, Killer B. You friended me on Twitch and and Zyke on the mic, dude. You need to okay, when the harvest is over, Zyke, whenever you are stepping away from being an awesome father, husband, and all that stuff, man, I want you to stream, bud. Your streams, watching you play these games was freaking amazing, and your content is awesome as well, man. Appreciate it. And I thank everybody, and only thank you so much for shouting out Kaz, because he deserves it. Kaz is so engaging in his chats and so warm and does not have a negative thing to say ever. And I've watched a few of Kaz's streams, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Kaz is worth the follow. Anyone that loves obscure games, Kaz gives that to you. And also plays Apex, right, Kaz? You play Apex or something like that. And no, dude, the games are trash. The games that you play are trash. They don't even give you a chance to succeed. My dude, you sit on a chair to earn money to get chairs to put only chairs in your apartment. What freaking psychotic person created that game? Kaz, you don't need to explain it. You don't need to explain it, because you show the world the game, and it's like, we have the choice now, thanks to you, to say, dude, I'm not wasting my time on this, but I'm so glad that a patient and understanding dude that doesn't rage freaking does. And it's it's hilarious, dude. It's Mondo hilarious, bro. So yeah. Dang, I did an hour of that? Holy fudge balls. I'm gonna delete this video. I don't want nobody hearing me cry. Arbolin, you're there, dude. Arbolin says, I'm trying to get better at Overwatch. Dude, you're there. You got a heck of a player with Ann Only. You two fighting with each other is stopping lizard on lizard crime. Like, you going against Ann Only goes against the lizard code. So, no, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. And I had to protect Ann Only from Rez's, explicit lyric music. And only cover your ears. It was gonna get really, it was gonna get down to it. No, I'm gonna delete this. So Ann Only says, no, you're not deleting this. I did not sit through this for you to delete it. Oh shoot, dude. Oh shoot. Wow. No, you sit through every one of our streams because you're amazing. You get entertained by us, and you entertain yourself by saying a joke and getting a response from us. So you actually entertain yourself by engaging us and then doing so. No, so I'm deleting this. Dude, this is embarrassing. Like I'm not even gonna rewatch this. This is horrible. I was crying, dude. I was crying. No, and no, Arbolin, I'm deleting this. Stop. All right, I'm gonna play. Can I play a game? Let's play a game. We're gonna play Historic Ranked, my angelic heretic thing. I don't know why I called it that. Just don't look into it. I was bored with stuff. I was trying to rhyme angelic with something. So, anyways. See, that's why I don't have sound alerts in my chat, because I would be so discombobulated. If you played a insane fart noise, I would freaking be like losing my its right now. So in this deck, I have 3 Guiding Voices. I wanted to implement the Strixhaven cards into the historic and see how it well worked. And my guys and my ladies, I actually went to platinum with this deck, so it's crazy. So I got 3 Guiding Voices, and in my sideboard is Environmental Scientists. And I got 3 Legion of Angels just in case I get a Legion Angel out on the battlefield from my hand. I got Speaker of Heavens, Angelic Ascensions, Bishop of Wings, Youthful Valkyrie, 2 Heliod Sun Crowns, 3 Resplendent Angels, 3 Righteous Valkyries, 3 Teferi's Protection just to protect me from and my creatures from damage. An Elysian Angel, Chalet, Voice of Plenty, 3 Angel of Destinies, 2 Baneslayer Angels, 1 Lyre Dawnbringer, 2 Angel of the Dire Hour, and 24 Planes. No, and only don't time yourself out. Stop. All right, let's Arbolin with the 17 million botch. Dude, me crying on this stream was a botch. Mox Bottle a Gnome. Good luck to me, good luck to you. Let's see what our decks can do. I don't know why I did that. I just remember Arbolin going, japes, and I'm like, dude, I'm losing my its every time when you do that. I'm gonna go dangerous. I'm gonna keep this. It's 2. We got 2 lands, but we also got 2 creatures that are 2 drops. Look at all of you. Spam the chat. You're amazing. Like, I would love to. You know what would be funny if anybody or all of us got to like the 5,000 follower mark that Zicky Dice did, and then he would get the ability. We would have the ability to be like, come on, chat! Wake up, chat! Wake up! Spam the emotes! Put a 1 in there if you think that this gameplay is horrible. You know, or do something, or have a vote. Damn it! So the opponent is running mono black. Use Grasp of Darkness to kill off my Bishop of Wings, and has a silly Death Touch lifelink 1/1 vampire. Why? Why? Arbolin wants to chat with me on Discord. Well, dude, hold on. Let me figure out why Mox Bottle Gnome is bottling my gnome with bull. Every one of my angels is getting murdered, Arbolin. And do you want to talk to me while I do this and get destroyed? No, I'm not blocking. I'm not blocking a man only. Stop it. And only says block him. Kaz, you see how... See, this is what happens when you friend lizards. This is what happens when you join the Zicky Dice community. By the way, Kaz, if you love wrestling, please follow Zicky Dice. Zicky Dice is an independent wrestler that made his AEW Dark first appearance against Lance Archer. And albeit an awesome match, all of us lizards loved it. It didn't matter about wins and losses. It mattered about the journey. The journey for Zicky Dice to make it to AEW, and he did. So if you're into wrestling, or if you know anybody that's on Twitch that's into wrestling and want to support an independent wrestler that is doing wrestling for the right reasons rather than the wrong, definitely give Zicky Dice a thank you so much, and only for doing that. Yeah, Kaz, seriously. The community is crazy, supportive, and I try my best to hang with Killer B and only in support subs, but that and only the lady and Killer B the gentleman are just amazing at it. And we're coming back, people. Yeah, you killed off my other stuff, right, Mox Bottle Gnome? You don't think I remember? You don't think I forgot? Look at all the things you killed off, man. These things were supposed to help me. And now you play a Grim Tutor. You can attack. I'm not blocking you, but I'm going to attack you with every bit of my angels. That sounds naughty and awesome at the same time. because I don't need it. I'm just going to attack with everybody. And game over! Game over! That was for Rez, the evil laugh. Rez Witch, you're a beast. You bake cookies. You write subs on balloons. And you go on dating shows. And be creepy. I love you, Rez. Alright, sick, Alberlin. Alberlin says, I'll be RB. Then we could chat if you want to. There you go. Japes, Japes, Japes. We love you, God. I'm telling you, man. I stomp on the enemy of with righteousness in that thing and all that stuff. I'm gonna play again. I'm getting warmed up. I'm so thankful for all of you being here. Kaz, is that your emotes, dude? It looks sick. Now I have to do more music projects to sub to you to get that. Kaz, that's a very good question. Kaz says, if he beat them with angels, does it make the opponent a holy ghost? Dude, I like, that was freaking hilarious, dude. That is hilarious, bro. I love you, Kaz. That was the best. That made me. Oh shoot, I'm like pressing emotes for no reason. Oh, dude. Well, hey, thank you for introducing it. It looks sick as heck. So whoever that is, and if they deserve a follow, you can whisper me their Twitch, and now I'll try to follow them. I do the weird thing where I follow followers. Hopefully that doesn't get me on Nightline with Chris Hansen or something. Like, you know, I don't want to be, you know, a creepy dude that does that. So I just want to support, you know. I just want to support you and follow every moment that you are online. What's so wrong with that? Do you want me to follow you? I'm right behind you. Is that creepy? I don't want it to be creepy, but is it creepy enough to the point where I didn't say atomic heart attack? Good luck to me, good luck to you. Let's see what our decks can do. I don't know. That was a big shout out to Ijardar1. I just want to follow you just to see what you do online all the time. I'm just like a cookie that those cookies that you garner during your visit to websites. What? That's normal. It's normal. Am I scaring anyone yet? I'm gonna stop now. I'm scaring myself. I'm gonna stop. It kind of scared me. I don't like. I didn't like that at all. All right, so our opponent is running Boros, a bunch of knights out here. You got an inspiring veteran that gives +1/+1 counters. You got a worthy knight that makes 1/1 humans whenever you drop a knight. It's like a good knight, bad knight, all knights combined in one. Now what I'm gonna do? Oh no! Oh yeah! Yeah, we block, baby. We block. Nice! Kaz, you just got a subscription to Zicky Dice's channel from the most awesome person ever. And I'm talking about and only, dude. You got, like, she never even gives me subs. And for her to give you subs, that's awesome. Get in there. I'm gonna keep doing that because that looks fun. Uh-oh. Kaz says, laugh aloud. Okay, well, the emotes are from Shibuya Kaho. IYKYK, but she's transitioned into a weeb that plays retro games. She was playing Dragon Knight 6 or something. Let me just let the opponent know I'm thinking. That's the love. That's the love. And that I've been blessed with, everyone. Kaz, enjoy your subscriptions to Zicky Dice. Watch his other streams. He has a dating game called Lizards of Love where he helps fellow lizards. And that's what he calls his followers, lizards. That he tries to help them find love. And if you're a single man and you want to find love, you can reach out to Zicky Dice and say, hey, can you help me find love? And he will try to do the best he can to help everybody out. Why do I say a lot? I don't know. That's sweet of you, and only. Thank you very much for being amazing. Appreciate you. I'm gonna kill this 1/1 human. I know that this is gonna do damage, and that's gonna do damage. Oh, that's gonna do a shitload of damage. Should I get Angel of Destiny out here? Yes, I should. And let me just get them down. And that's where you can get those amazing emotes, Kazu. You've got Zicky Dice, you got Botch, you got a bigger emote, and you've got a Zicky Dice leaning his head, looking at you outlandishly. Look at that. Look at those emotes, huh? Sexy as hell, right? Or non-sexy, whatever you want to think of them. Zicky Dice thinks that his emotes are sexy. So, bear with. It's going to be an interesting situation. First strike, sure, I guess. Oh, no! I killed Angel of Destiny, no! No! Oh, no! Oh, God, no! Why? Why? I think I lost. Well, I don't think I lost. I think I'm good. Hype train. Wait, did you get that? Oh, look at you. Arbolin, hold on. Arbolin, what's... Arbolin showing off one of his kids. Those awesome kiddos. We're gonna go here and... Oh, no. Let's go right here. That has double strike. Shies. Has first strike. Alright, so we do this. Let's go here. Okay. This is getting scary. What are we gonna do? I don't know what we're gonna do. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. And we won! Atomic Heart Attack says bye. Oh. I ranked up! Platinum 2! Yes! Yes! We've done it. 2 dogs and 3 horses, dude. Arbolin, you sound like Arbolin's Ark, or like our generation's Noah's Ark or something. Oh, hearts in the chat, and only appreciate that. It's crazy. Okay, 100 coins. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, I'm gonna put the music down. And I'm gonna figure out... I'm gonna try to call you Arbolin. Is that cool? Is that cool, Arbolin? If I call you right now? Is that cool with you? Is that alright with you? Can I call you Arbolin? Arbolin, I'm calling you. Arbolin? I'm calling you right now. I'm gonna just keep saying that because you said that you wanted to talk to me, and I want to talk to you now. Arbolin, are you at the corner store, Arbolin? Where are you, Arbolin? Go, baby. That was for you and only. Appreciate you. Hi, Arbolin. Arbolin, hey everybody. Arbolin. I was gonna try to do a Twitch show called French Press Sessions with James Jr. and I was going to interview Twitch streamers to do that, and I was wondering if I can interview you and dedicate a show to you on a Saturday for French Press Sessions with Japes, if that's cool with you.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, you didn't sound excited. Like,
oh, I'm not used to that. Like somebody wanting.
That's
cool.
No, that's the idea. That's the idea because your content is amazing, right? And I want people to know that. But you're
boring, bro.
No, you're the harshest critic on yourself. And all those other folks like Pubark and all of them would not be giving out subs for charity. You do have
Motherfucker's
good
my long
content.
lost brother. He's
Yeah, see, and then and only even gave you a shout out. A big shout out to and only dude. And only mods me on
yeah.
Saturdays when what was that?
Oh, I'm listening to a radio show, sir.
No, no.
That was somebody on the radio show talking.
Oh, that's cool.
I
So,
turned it down.
dude, and how is your radio show? I checked it out, dude. You're pretty good. You're
And
on.
I ain't got the voice, but I could DJ. I just don't have all the technology I want for it.
Um,
No, that
so
the dog's talking.
Kazu Trash Gaming put an emote that looks kind of suspicious from afar. I'm looking at
Huh.
it right now, and I mean, it's gyrating the crap out of whatever it is doing.
Like jiggling or
Yeah,
something.
it is. And Kaz, like I don't want Chris Hansen to come over and be like, "Hey, so Japes Jr.,
Okay.
I've been looking at your chats and I see that you want to blank the blank with this person. Did you know
Don't
that
look
the
like a head.
person did you know the person is 12 years old?" I'm like, "Oh shoot, I didn't know anything. It's Twitch. What are you doing?" So, Kaz, please, dude, you're awesome, dude, but that looks really bad from here. uh,
Yeah,
but anyway, dude,
I could tell you.
how's your
Oh, wait.
Saturday, dude? It was nice to see you and only
Oh,
playing
oh
Overwatch.
yeah. Overwatch is fun. I gotta
Thanks,
get
and
a
only.
better
We'll see you,
because my laptop is not the greatest for games.
dude.
But
And you streamed Shadow Legends. You that was
I
awesome.
love that game, dude.
I know. I
It's
haven't been.
addicting.
So if anybody doesn't know this, and Zoink, big shout out. Everybody knows this, but Zicky Dice has a has a team on Raid Shadow Legends called the Koofs, and
Yep.
I have a feeling that we're only surviving as a team because and only and Arbolin are the only ones playing for our team right now, and I feel bad. My bad.
It's not easy because if you're not buying anything on the game with like your own money,
Yeah,
it's really grindy. Like you have to grind,
dude.
and
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's what makes it good.
Well, the fun thing about it though is that oh shoot, so and only says not anymore. He's no longer the team leader. So who's the team leader of the Koofs?
See, I've always said this, but Zicky's the kind of guy that always wants that extra money. And he got paid by them or whatever. He's done now. He got his money. That's
That's
how
fair.
he is. He wants people that like the thing on Instagram he did. I don't know if he won. I don't know for sure.
But I gotta
But
admit though, his content was way better than the other two. Just being fair, I'm not, and not because I'm a fan of Zicky Dice. It's just that look at the quality, look at the
right.
Zicky should win this, dude.
Nobody knows who Zicky Dice is outside the wrestling.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like he's a small spectrum on the totem pole if you think about it.
yeah,
Like he's these other people are probably I ain't gonna say something that might not be true, but like the girl for example, she's probably super popular because she's a chick first of all, and second of all, she probably has a big following somewhere if it's on Twitch or whatever, with younger people. And then that dude, same thing.
yeah,
Vicky's a wrestler. I mean, he's
dude. That's well, is
outside of wrestling fans, he's nothing other than to his family and to like his friends and I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying he's nothing. He's
no,
just
no.
it's
What you're saying is
yeah,
that if that the two people that he's going against may have a very good base of followers on that platform already.
it's kind of like his hive mind thing. When he
Yeah,
did hive mind, that Twitch thing was a big deal because there was like massive people on it, like 30,000 get on there, which and at the beginning we're all like, this is boring, They're
yeah.
only there for Zicky, and
Yeah.
then he got booted because he wasn't what Twitch wanted or whatever. It's stupid. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's not. Yeah.
Well, he's 5,000 deep, going higher, and well
Oh yeah.
deserved, well deserved. But
Oh yeah.
dang, I'm trying to recover from like, cause I on the weekends I eat deep dish pizzas from Patchy's. Big shout out to Patchy's Pizza. uh, and I get a big pie so that I could just disperse it for lunch and dinner on both Saturday and Sunday. And I'm trying to digest, and I got emotional and stuff, and I my stomach hurts now, and I'm like, dude, it wasn't supposed to go that way, or Bolin. I wasn't supposed to be doing that. But it's something about like it's something about reaching milestones that you never thought that one was a milestone, and two, you weren't expecting that. It's kind of a roller coaster, dude. And
When
so,
I hit 50 on mine, it took me forever because I started streaming back in like January or February. Well, no, actually, it was last year. It was like September, but I didn't really do anything. I didn't really get part of anything until I joined Zicky's thing, and then I kind of got a community through him, and then
yeah,
met all those people, and then back. So it kind of went up from there. You gotta, a lot of it is meeting the right people. And I knew Bex from the beginning.
yeah,
Me and her, she's cool. And then she's
she's
the
a
one that
darling.
got me into the DJ stuff. And I started watching the DJs just in March.
Yeah,
And and then ever since then, I got a whole nother community, and I became good friends with DJ Diamond Lee because
yeah.
we talk on the phone all the time now. He's a good dude. He lives just north of me, about 3 hours up in northern Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
I live in southern Ohio, and yeah, so I talked to him, and then of course Fresh, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
I didn't meet Diamond Lee without Fresh. I would have never met Diamond Lee.
Right.
That's how this works, man. You're only gonna get bigger. So I only have 190, and the thing is it's because of Fresh and his community, and then Zicky, of course, is most because Zicky's the reason why I became affiliate. One day I was sitting here grinding, and Public actually said, or Zicky always likes to help out. He was like,
Sure.
"Who's streaming right now?" And Pub Art, because I saw it, I went back and watched it. Pub Art's like, "Well, it is. He's grinding. He always does." And Ziggy's like, "Let's go over there." I remember they came in, and it was like 50 people rolled up in there. Man, pushed me over 50. And then I finally became affiliate like 3 days later, and then ever since, then I finally just got my first paycheck like 2, 3 weeks ago
What's
from
in
Twitch. I got paid.
Well, what's embarrassing is that I don't know what affiliate is, and I don't know what that means. All I know is that it sounds like it really helped you. So I'm like, I
Affiliate is Twitch stuff. You'll get it. And the thing is when you do get it,
uh-huh.
just keep doing what you do, what makes you feel comfortable. And then you'll have people like And Only helping out, or Public, or a bunch of people. They all helped me get my paycheck that I got from Twitch. And it was because I was grinding
Such a
also and just
wonderful, such a
trying
wonderful
my
group.
best. That's all you can do. I have
Yeah,
three, four people help like
there's
you and all that.
the lizard community, the Everfresh community, and DJ Diamond Lee community. By the way, Everfresh and DJ Diamond Lee are amazing DJs, including DJ Enigma. So please check them out. They're really awesome. They put together some awesome music streams that will keep you keep your spirits up. It will force you to jump up and dance a little bit. I know that
Like,
Everfresh forced our Bolin to dance when he played Pet Shop Boys, right? And then
oh, yeah, that was a good time because I love. Well, if you listen to my radio thing, I play a lot of new wave, and
yes,
I love me some Pet Shop Boys and some Duran Duran and some OMD. I like everything. I listen to all kinds of music. I love new wave. It's just fun
yeah. Do you
music.
have your Discord, by the way, on your Twitch channel, Arbolin?
It should be a link on there for people to join
Perfect.
it.
Perfect, because that is where you can find Arbolin when he's DJing. When he's
Yeah,
and he will drop an update and an invite to everyone, and basically just let them know that hey, I'm going to be DJing on what's your platform called again?
so actually yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Attic Sessions, but it's a UK based radio station.
Got it.
They're based out of England. However, it's kind of more worldwide.
Okay.
And like the guy that's on now, he's the other American DJ. It's just me and him, and then the rest of them are from the UK.
I'm
And so it's pretty crazy.
Dude, I'm interested in that. So if you let me know how to sign up
Okay.
or how to get things going,
Yeah,
I will definitely love to have an extra project,
yeah,
because music projects are fun, and starting the record label from the ground up is fun, and
dude,
restarting it.
absolutely.
Uh,
I can because Darren wants me to. He has a Twitch too,
yes.
and he's a DJ also.
Hmm.
But he doesn't know how to do the whole Twitch thing very well. So last night I actually got him on and he was streaming and Lady Duct Tape went in there and that's because I told her to. I talk
Yeah,
to her all the time.
she's a
And she
sweetheart.
went in there and
Yeah.
followed him and I told him, I said, you got to come on here regularly in
Hmm.
order to start getting a platform. That's just how Twitch works. And I was showing him.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that point on as following him, but I can definitely let him know because he wants more American listeners.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot.
Yeah,
Um.
he because we don't have a lot right now. We have mostly other people. Facebook, if you got Facebook, there's a social chat.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a group on Facebook that we're a part of, and we all go on there and we put banners up for each show.
Hmm.
And basically, everybody goes in there and just chats and says hello and requests songs and puts up gifts. I mean, it's fun because you get to meet people. I know a woman from Slovenia, people from the UK, Australia. I know some folks from uh, Asia that go in there and hang out. It's cool.
Yeah.
We're all over the world just chatting. It's awesome. So
Oh my God. Like, I was telling Ann only that when I was going to college, we had a lot of international students that came to our college, and most of the most people that I got along with were the ones from England. And again, big shout outs to Matthew and Victoria. You both are sweethearts, and I appreciate you. And meeting you was like a dream come true in my life, because you showed me that the world is small, and love could be found in any country, and that I appreciate you for showing me that. But yeah, I have friends from England. I had friends from France, and I had one from South Africa. And
yeah, there's a bunch of them on there from there too. We
oh,
have like 10
that's
people from South Africa that listen.
that's
It's
wonderful.
I was on last night for like 5 hours because I was doing the weekend, and the time zone's different. So
Sure.
for them it was night, but for here it was their afternoon, and for you it would be even earlier.
Right,
But
right.
because you're out there, in the west behind England, if you were to be a part of it, which is totally fine because you'll be able to get it right up in there. I'll let them know who you were.
Yeah.
You just got to remember your time zones. So when you're doing a show or whatever, where Darren, you try to set one up with him. He's a good dude, but you got to keep your time zone in mind. And for me, it's kind of difficult because like if I was to do a show early, I'd
Hmm.
have to do it like, well, for them it would be like 2 o'clock, for example. I have to get up at like I have to be on at 9 o'clock in the
Right.
morning. For
Wow.
you, it would be even earlier, uh, but just you would be able to do shows like all the way like throughout the day. It just depends on the schedule, and they're building the station, and it's all just kind of voluntary right now, but it's fun.
Oh no,
It's just like,
yeah, I mean, because I was gonna be. So here's what I was telling everyone earlier in the stream. I don't know if you were here, because I wasn't paying attention to the chat at all, and I'm so when I saw y'all in there, it freaking blew me away. I was like, I thought I literally was just trying to say thank you to everybody, individually, and what I've met, and all that. So basically, like, what on my role in the independent label was, I was going to help set up the studio times. I was there to help with mixing and recording, and also create a podcast show where we were going to talk to the people that we were opening for, or they were opening for us. So basically, it was going to be like it was going to be like a Twitch thing where I had a laptop and a microphone, and a microphone for the talent to just talk about their music and whatever. All that folded in February of 2020, and so I was lost. I didn't know what to do, and thankfully, I had a really good support system where I had money saved up, and if I got into trouble, I people had me, so that was great. But other than that, we're trying to restart that right now, and the more practice that I put in, I feel like I'm going to just get better at it. So yeah, dude, I'm interested, man. Let me know where to sign
All I
up.
gotta do is sell him, and he'll be right on board because we need more of an American audience. It's
Sure.
there's just not a lot of this. There's like literally like three of us right now, but then there's like
Oh, yeah.
25 to 50 to 100 UK lists. It's weird. It's like I love it though. It's like being the only one of the only Americans that actually like is a big part of it. It's cool because we're like, yeah, it's just neat meeting all these people from around the world, especially all the South Africans.
Uh-oh, let's give Ann Only a shout out. She said three botches and a sad face. Hi Ann Only,
But
everything okay? You doing okay? Doing well over
and
there?
Emily's from the UK. She doesn't like how I pronounce. Well, she does like it. She thinks it's funny. Like, yeah, there's a town or a city or whatever actually where one of the kings is from. Called it's pronounced. I think they pronounce it Leicester, Leicester,
Interesting.
and it doesn't even look like Leicester. It looks like it's Leicester. To me, that looks like it says Leicester, or kind of like in California, there's Lancaster, or that's what it looks like. And me and her had a laughing moment quite a few times about it, and I pronounce it Leicester, and she hates it.
Yeah, and
She
Only
laughs.
a quick question for you. If I create a radio station, would you watch that too? Cuz my cuz I already listened to that too cuz she has good choices to choose from. Especially your
Leicester.
and Only says Lester, it's pronounced
No,
Lester.
that's how it's spelled.
So are you trying to like is it are you saying that it's Lestor or some crazy
Oh,
shenanigan like
Leicester.
that?
Leicester. That's the Midwestern in me.
Uh
You see, we love it. We
we
love
have
yeah.
for all of you that are in there, we have an argument between two lizards and Only and Arbolin. One says tomato, one says tomato. I
But they're
say
spelled the same.
I say tomato sauce. And
Tomato sauce. There you go.
yeah, so
That's
kudos.
actually tomato.
Oh yeah.
And
Um
how tomato just like it just doesn't sound.
awesome. This is an awesome time. I was away for a vacation, as you know. Everybody
Where'd you
knows
go?
this. Big shout out to Zoink. I went to my favorite beach, and I stayed in near a
Oh, okay.
place near my favorite beach. It's Baker Beach here in San Francisco, and I was just there for the week, just running around, just doing what I do, and getting my mind right, getting everything cool, and it was just nice. It was a good time for me. So yeah, that's what I do. And holy crap, I'm playing Magic the Gathering while we were talking, by the way. So um, this is very interesting that I'm losing really bad. By the way, you're on here, right? You're seeing this because I'm playing against a deck that I'm not going to win against. Oh, so Anne Only says everybody knows this. It's pronounced Lester, 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 Lestor. I think I think
Definitely ain't less store. Don't say that. That'll really make her mad.
uh
She's
uh
got a nice accent though. You ever heard it? Well, you've heard it.
no,
It's
I had the
yeah.
pleasure of meeting her once, and
She has a lovely accent. I love those accents.
I thought
Take off.
that. Oh, see, and Only now me and you because of you, Arbolin, me and Only have become friends. She says, "See, Japes can say it, Lester."
Well, I wouldn't say that because she was in Zicky's stream already. It was probably it would have happened,
Oh, I lost
eventually
bad.
anyways.
Zero
But
Bear. Zero Bear just killed me with a life sucking vampire bull deck. Anyway,
I did have to have a talk with her about, after a while, dishing out the money on, on streams, and she's like, "Yeah, you're right. I should probably calm down a little bit." Because
off stream, yeah, it's
I
off stream.
explained to her about how Twitch kind of like they kind of screw people, and it's super expensive to be on Twitch. It really is. It's a you know
Well, uh, on that, I'm gonna tug on your cape real quick because there was actually an MTG Arena Twitch streamer that I was watching that says that because of the equipment and because of the electricity that they're using on the equipment and the internet that they have to
true
buy to stream it very well is
servers. Yeah,
yeah, it's expensive as hell, and they were very upset
that makes sense.
that at the pandemic they were striving before the pandemic they were striving, but the pandemic
Hmm.
forced a lot of people into Twitch and
Yep.
gave a lot of people choices to go watch other streamers. So the followers were not as abundant. There was a lot of chaos that ensued where everyone was streaming, and I think that things may now that things are opening up, now that people are restarting their careers, like me. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming all the time, but I know that I will try to stream like every day almost. But at the same time, I didn't come into Twitch thinking that I was going to make this a career. I was thinking of getting some quality practice, meet some amazing people, and I think I've achieved all of that. And if it gets a little bit out of hand from here, again, I love the chat the way that it is now. I could talk to everybody, but if you're like Saikuno, where you have like 45,000 people watching you and you have a chat that looks like a matrix code going 100 miles per hour, it kind of like it kind of doesn't make it personal enough. And so I if I had it my way, selfishly, I would love to keep it low like this so that I can make
Yep.
everybody. I could talk to everyone and see how they're doing and all that stuff,
Agree.
and get messages like this from an and only that says defeat in capitals, knowing that I don't like defeats. And only, thank you though. See again, me and only have a very feisty friendship where she
She's a
uses.
feisty person in general.
Am I?
She,
Am I really?
no,
Oh,
no,
she is.
she
Oh,
is.
oh. Well, sh-
I love it. She's so
yeah.
like,
Right.
she, she's cool as shit though.
Hey, calm down. Off stream. Off stream. Let's talk about off stream.
She's cool, man. Like she's just a cool person.
Everybody that I've met through the lizard community has been amazing. Killer B is one of them, and I love Killer B to bits, and he's the most brutally honest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
If he doesn't like what you're doing, if he doesn't like what's going on, Killer B is not going to be quiet. And I'm so thankful for meeting somebody like that because that gives me the possibility and the ability to have the strength to say the same thing that I was afraid to say before. And meeting someone like Killer B that has a filter but has a heart is very rare in our lifetime. And I'm so thankful for that. And you know, again, I'm so thankful for everybody for just even watching because I don't expect that. I just all I want to do is hype it up in the Zicky Dice chat, and I want to like hang with you on yours, and I want to whisper with and only, and I just love that about Twitch, and then Twitch reminds me like a like an email. Like I could just email y'all or something like that. Say what's up, everybody, or and but with a video in it, I guess. And only is botching it up in my chat. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, and only can I say this because and only treated me to a cameo with Zicky Dice.
Really?
Yeah, and it was it.
She bought you a cameo for under
Well,
your name
that
or whatever.
I don't know how that works, but if that's the way it works, that's the way it works. But for the
Yeah.
love of God, I was having I was having a bad time, and I don't want to guilt anybody into that or tell you about that because I just want everyone to know that I go through things, but I'm strong enough to get them out because I take the time to think it through and to make a decision that one doesn't hurt me or Lady Alice. And so I was, during the vacation, I was sorting things out. I was overwhelmed by the fact that things are coming back, and I was trying to calm down my nerves of regret and all the anger that I had that the label was taken away from me last year. That I was bitter coming back to it, be like, oh, they want me now, or we could have gotten so much work done if they just understood where the funding was and all that stuff. And they figured it out. They figured out the funding on how to compensate everyone, but it was just like I was angry about that, and I had to take a vacation because that's not the mindset that you have. You should be thankful for opportunities like this, and I had to readjust and reacquaint. And so, and only went to Ziggy Dice and got a cameo for me, and Zicky Dice was healing it up, dude. I want to, I wanted to, I don't know how to share this, or I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to download it on my computer because I want to save it forever. Because Zicky Dice was a
Uh, you could go to
cameo.
Cameo Zicky Dice, and it might be on his page, like as a like already done. A lot of times, like the ones that he does, like he can put right back on his page, and it's just a matter of finding it.
Oh
Let me see if
man,
this is it. Hang on, I'll find it.
oh man, that is crazy.
Sometimes you can see it.
Oh, and it only says it's not, but I can post the link. Oh, she could post the link. See, it only
I
knows
know that
all of
there's a way
this.
to do it, but
And only knows this stuff, and I'm like
she
embarrassed.
probably got.
Oh my god, yeah. So I was in a bad spot, like I was in a bad headspace, and that showed up into my Discord. And Ziggy Dice was healing it up the best way that he can heal it up. Talk trash. He talked about my Twitch channel, and then he was like, "No, no, let's focus on my Twitch channel." And it was just so freaking cool. And only says I didn't share it to his dashboard. Ah, okay, that's fine. That's fair. That is fair. But yeah, it made my day, dude. Like you all make my day, and I don't know if you all know that. Like whenever you stream, whenever you acknowledge me in the chats or something like that, it's a
Especially when I sing to you.
yeah, dude. I get a freaking intro song,
I
dude.
just something about your name on here. I just laugh at. It's like JP Japes. I'll do it for like 20 minutes,
Dude,
and then I just stop.
I love every minute of it. And the reason why I chose the Twitch name, and I'm gonna share this with everyone, is the reason why I share this is because my real life brothers actually called me Japes. And so I was like, "How the hell did you get that from my name?" And they're like, "Well, you just put your two initials together and it's Japes and stuff." And I'm like, "Okay." So, I was like, "All right, fine. That makes fair. Put my initials on." And I'm not going to share my full name,
Oh yeah.
but Japes is a collection of my name together. And so there's a lot of junior athletes that I love. Floyd Mayweather Jr., Ken Griffey Jr., Tony Gwynn Jr., Ken Norton Jr.
Dude, Tony Gwynn Jr., if I may say,
Yeah,
like it's amazing how like all these baseball players we were watching as kids
yeah,
are like their sons are playing now, and like they're just as good. Like Gwynn Jr., man, his dad, rest in peace. Like
yes.
you know, Tony Gwynn was a great player. He died at a young age.
So did Kirby
Played with,
Puckett. Like
yeah, yeah.
a lot of great players that were athletes. Like Kirby Puckett was the first person, and I'm not sorry, but half sorry to say this, but he was the first athletic, pudgy player that I've ever seen in my gosh damn life. Like
He was a good player,
that
man.
guy could
So,
jump. He
and it's a shame how kind of his like life kind of like went too
right.
before he died because he had issues with some things. And I remember as a kid watching an All-Star game in like 1995 or something, and he was in the All-Star game. And they're like, "What's Kirby Puckett?" He's one of the greatest Twins players of all
Oh,
time. Like,
absolutely.
you know. people. But anyways,
No, when you're a fan of sports like I am, I'm a huge sports fan, and I love my Golden State Warriors. And when I was in college, the Golden State Warriors were horrible, and
yeah.
they had years of horribleness. And so I was like, when I was in Hawaii and I was think, or when I was in Bakersfield and I was thinking about things in life in general and stuff, like where do I want to go for college or something. I wanted to choose a place where I had really awesome sports places, and I was like, Los Angeles looks pretty interesting. But then, oh, and the link is in the chat.
Yep.
Yay! Thank you, Anoli. So when I was choosing college, I was like, I wanted to go to somewhere that had a lot of teams, but I don't want to go to a place that has like a winning tradition. And I'm just gonna be a what do you, not a tailgater, but like someone that is just going to like ride the coattails of success. So I didn't want to be that kind of fan. So I went to San Francisco State because at the time the Giants were horrible, the A's were horrible, the Sharks were horrible, the 49ers were horrible, the Raiders were never good, and the Golden State Warriors were not that great. And I was like saying, what perfect way than to just go in there. In my time in San Francisco, the Giants had won 3 championships, the 49ers went to 2 Super Bowls, the Golden State Warriors won 3 championships, and it was just insane. Bandwagon, thank you, Kaz. Bandwagon rider. I didn't want to be a bandwagon rider, so I purposely chose the Bay Area to go to school in college because all of those teams were just straight trash. And I was like, I'm gonna be, and I went to a lot of games because the games were cheap, and that's why I became a super fan when all of the teams started garnering success. I was like, I love this place now. Like I'm so thankful. We got it good and stuff. So no offense to your Cincinnati teams at all,
Oh, dude,
but
try being a Bengals fan.
no, look, I'm not laughing to make fun, but I'm just saying that's what Cleveland fans say all the time. When the Cleveland Browns fans, like one of my friends is a Cleveland Browns fan, and they're like,
They
dude,
got more success than we do now. It's crazy.
well
It's like
now, but before it was kind of mirror, wasn't it? Or
well,
am I
the
wrong?
Browns were worse than we were for several years because
Yeah,
they've always been in our division. They were always it was always the Steelers or Ravens, and then it was the Bengals and or the Browns would
yeah.
swap third and fourth place all the time. It was always and we ain't won a playoff game for 30. I wasn't alive the last time they won a playoff game, but I was only like 6 months old. That
Uh,
was the last time they won a playoff game, the Cincinnati
Jeez.
Bengals. And no offense to your Niners, they beat us twice in the Super Bowl.
See,
Uh,
I think that me and
yeah,
you had to watch those games taped or on NFL films
yeah, yeah.
because that
Because
was
it was
like a little bit.
81 and 88. It was in
Yeah,
the 80s when the Niners and Bengals played each other twice
yeah.
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I
But
mean, we were not born or we were just like literally, hanging in the hospital when that was happening. But but the tradition of your teams is like,
yeah,
I love baseball and I studied sports when I was a kid. Not I didn't care about school, but I studied sports when I was a kid. And the Big Red Machine, dude, I would have loved to have been around during that time because they were everything that the New York Yankees were trying to be. I know
they
that,
were one of the greatest teams of the decade of the
yeah.
70s. The
Like,
Reds were. We won the World Series twice, but we won titles
I mean,
in,
geez, you had
in the
what?
70s.
You guys had Joe Morgan, Johnny Bench, George Foster. We were talking about George Foster on your stream. Uh,
Concepcion, Ken Griffey Sr.,
yes.
uh, uh,
Is Luis
Danny
Aparicio?
Dreesen.
Oh no, Luis
Name sounds
Concepcion.
extremely.
Lu-
Dave Concepcion.
Dave Concepcion. There you go. There you go.
Him, Jimmy Ben. We already said Bench.
Yeah.
And then of course the '90 team. But people don't realize the Reds. That you're talking about the history, and the Reds are the first professional baseball team in history.
Boom,
So like
everyone.
that's kind of cool, like that's it, professional
Knowledge.
salaried baseball started in in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Dude, that's
Like it
knowledge,
started
everyone.
here.
Write that
1869.
write that down.
1869.
1869, Cincinnati Reds
Yep.
first Major League Baseball team. Speaking of
Yep.
1869 and all that, I mean, I'm super thankful that they're counting the Negro League stats into
Oh yeah.
baseball history because you're going to see a lot of the amazing stats that those Negro League players started. And not to be really throwing into, but I actually started to collect a baseball collection, and I got Monty Irving, the first
Oh yeah.
Negro League Giants player, baseball, and I got a Ray Dandridge, and I'm trying to hunt down Leon Day right now.
Another one that would be cool to have would be one because he was more known would be of course Satchel Paige.
Oh my god, you know how
He
expensive that
started
is.
in the Negro leagues and he went on to be a pretty good big name in Major
He
League
played
Baseball.
till he played. I mean, if he was alive today in this generation, he would be playing into Medicare A and B right now. Like the guy played into his 60s, didn't he? Or like
I believe so.
I gotta look
Yeah,
that up. But Satchel Paige
yeah
is a legend.
his last professional game was with the Peninsula Grays of the Carolina League, 2 weeks shy of the age of 60,
Right. You know
and then
who?
he became yeah.
You know what his career reminded me of, and it's not like the Negro League thing at all. But do you know or have you heard of a player called Minnie Minoso?
Mhm.
Minnie Minoso played till he was 50, and Julio Franco played until he was 50, and he was like a.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Julio Franco played for the Cincinnati Reds, but I know that his last team was like I think the Atlanta Braves or the New York Mets. But
Um, Let me look it up because I think Franco did play with us for a short time. Um, he played for many team. There was a Franco that did play for the Reds though. No, he wasn't with. It must have been some another Franco player. I know there was a Franco. I just can't remember. He was kind of recent too.
oh geez, well
Yeah,
never
but
mind, never mind.
no. Yeah. Julio Franco was a legend, man. He played from early '80s all the way to 2007.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know who one of the respected players that I ever know that I ever loved that came out of the Cincinnati Reds was Barry Larkin. That guy was
Oh yeah,
Cincinnati. He's Cincinnati.
Larkin was my generation. You know,
Yeah.
our generation, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
He I Why do you think I have the number 11 on my like?
Are you serious? That's why?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow. Arbolin, that's
yeah.
beautiful, dude. What a way
John
to
Franco is who I'm thinking of.
John Franco?
John Franco. Yeah, he played for the Reds, the Astros, and the Mets, but he played with the Reds for most of his career.
You're gonna love
Yeah,
this. He was part of the Bad Boys, wasn't he?
bad boys.
Like
Uh,
in the '90s, there was the Nasty Boys or something. There was four pitchers, and you're gonna love
you're
this about
you're
this.
thinking of the Nasty Boys.
Oh, Nasty
Yeah.
Boys, yes, yes. It was Norm Charlton, Jack
Yep.
Armstrong, Randy
And
Myers, and John
yep.
Franco.
And yep. Tom Browning. You can't forget about him.
Tom Browning, but was he part of the Nasty Boys? I don't think so, right?
Tom Browning was well. He was the closer. Hold on,
And only said
because
botch. I don't know why it only said botch. We're
she's British. She don't know nothing about baseball.
easy,
I'm just kidding.
easy.
I'm kidding. She knows I love her.
Oh, dude,
Hold
we're
on.
a bunch of guys and only. Don't worry about us. But
Yeah, he wasn't actually a part of the Nasty Boys, but he did. Uh, he was part of. They kind of brought him back like in the like early
oh
'90s or 1990, and he made him kind of an honorary member because he was the closer for the Reds.
no no no.
He
So Arbolin, I'm wrong. So the Nasty Boys were Rob Dibble,
yeah.
Norm
Well, no, you were.
Charlton, Randy
Yeah.
Myers, and John Franco.
Yep. There was Norm Charlton, Rob Dibble, and Randy Myers were the initial three,
Oh, okay.
but they didn't actually make it like a legit thing. But there was Tom Browning, John Franco. He actually was before the '90 team. He was a part of the evolution of the Nasty Boys. Like he helped bring those guys and make them better. And then he got traded at the end of the '89
Am,
season.
am I impressing you with my Cincinnati sports knowledge,
Yeah,
kind
that's
of?
pretty good, man. Because again, the Reds are, you want to talk about history, we're the first baseball team. Like
There it is. And you have
you know,
a Mitch, yeah, and you have a Mitchell and Ness hat, which is really awesome, by the way.
I got five different hats. The hats
Yeah,
I got are the ones from the 150th anniversary season 2 years ago,
right.
2019. I got 19. I only got five. That was eight of them altogether that came out. But I got
Hmm.
1902, 1911. It's epic. 1902, 1911, 1919. If you've seen the movie Eight Men Out,
Hmm.
that movie is about the White Sox scandal in 1919. We went to the World Series against the White Sox in 1919.
Right.
Um, and then I got the 1961 hat, which is very popular because you had a lot of black players that played on that team that went on to become big stars and historical figures in baseball later. Like for example, Frank Robinson. Um,
Yeah.
Pete Rose wore that hat when he was a rookie.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, then I got the 19. I got the '76 hat, and I also got the 1940. We won the World
Wow.
Series in 1940. It was blue and red.
That's awesome.
My 1911 hat is dark blue and red, and it's got that fancy, like old-fashioned C. The 1902 hat is a cream colored hat with this like weird, like late 1800s like stuff on it. It's wicked, man. It's like so neat. That's just yeah, it's just cool.
No, it is cool. Like the hats that you have are amazing, dude. And
Because baseball wasn't even really big in the West Coast for until shoot, I want to say maybe World War II.
yeah,
Maybe before that, a little bit before. You didn't have much baseball out there. Players were playing, or people were playing, but the teams weren't. You didn't have the San Francisco Giants yet. You didn't
yeah,
have the Dodgers yet out there. You didn't have the A's. They were all out here on the East Coast.
right,
So
exactly. And
the
I mean,
Mariners weren't even thought of for 50 years. I mean,
it's just
same the
amazing how
Padres, same thing.
all these sports leagues expanded and has been shared across the country and across the boundaries. I know that Toronto has a huge fan base for their Blue Jays, and it was a shame to see the Montreal Expos leave. I hope that they decide to, maybe bring something back over there. I'm not sure, but it's just
Bring
like
back the
how,
Expos.
yeah,
Expos, bring them back. Bring them
yeah,
back.
like the Raiders, right? When they moved to Las Vegas, I felt bad for the city of Oakland because Oakland, their fan base for football craves, breathes American football.
Yep.
And
Yep.
for them to be divorced from a team that they had every right to have, if I was the city of Oakland, I would say you can move your team to Las Vegas, but the Raider name stays in Oakland.
They're talking about trying to move the A's too again.
I know, and
They're looking
it's
at maybe Portland. They're looking at Portland, Oregon, which is a horrible city for baseball. Because nobody in Portland wants to watch baseball. Come on, let's just be real. If they're gonna move the A's somewhere, they've already been moved once, and that was from Philadelphia back
Philadelphia
in
to
the day.
Oakland. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I forgot the
way back in
year.
those days.
Yeah,
They were one of the first 12 baseball teams, I think, in history, the Philadelphia A's.
and
But
it's just a shame though. I mean, the Oakland A's has stayed loyal to the city of Oakland, and they never got a stadium, and so I can
hey,
understand. Hmm.
there is one good thing about the A's in that we went into
Matt
their home
Olson
turf in 1990. We went into their home turf and you know
took care of business, as you eloquently
went
said.
wire to wire against the A's,
You swept them.
which was supposed to be the greatest team in baseball for many years because in the late '80s the Oakland A's were unreal. I mean, they were Mark McGuire. You had what's that? There's that one dude's name.
But
There's some cool names on the team. I'm trying to remember his name.
but they did steroids, so that's why they were unbeatable or supposedly unbeatable. So
Oh yeah,
they
that's
were a lab, like the Oakland Athletics in the late '80s, early '90s. From what
Barney Lansford. That's his name. Terry Steinbach, Dave Henderson.
Ricky Henderson.
Uh, well, Ricky Henderson, yeah. there was another guy on that team. He was a he was I forget he was a center fielder. It was Dave Henderson. It was Ricky Henderson. I mean they had on that team,
Yeah, I
and
forgot the center
we
fielder.
went in there. The Reds did, man. We
Straight
just
dominated.
Carney Lansford. We couldn't hit us. None of them could. It was like unreal. I mean
Oh,
they had we they got a couple hits on it, but the thing is we still swept them. So
yeah, no, you swept a really good team. I mean, if you look at on paper and the stats that year, again, when I was a kid, I was a feverish sports fan that studied history. I was so thankful that baseball reference, pro football reference, and all those things were available because I used to love looking back at all the teams, and I was fascinated by the growth of the teams. And when you look back at the '90 Oakland A's team and the Cincinnati Reds team on paper, the A's should have swept, but they didn't.
yeah,
They forgot that things could change if people focus and people are just playing the best baseball of their career. If you pitch amazingly and you have great defense, my Giants teams showed that if you play great field defense and great pitching, it could trump anything. And
yeah.
and that's what the Reds, they had a great offense too. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. They had Chris Sabo, Barry Larkin, Eric Davis, and Paul O'Neill, right? So they're
Paul O'Neill. I think he played with us,
uh
and
huh
then he got traded.
to the Yankees, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
but
have to look because I ain't looked at these guys in forever. I was a I was a baby.
yeah, we all were. We were all the little
Yeah,
babies during that time.
yeah. No, he
I'm a
played with us.
but
He
I'm like
played with
an
us till
unofficial.
'92.
I'm an unofficial sports almanac. Like if I don't know, I'm gonna find out, and I will know. And
Yeah, we had. I mean, and of course we had still had some of them pitchers like Randy Myers and all of them. They were just great. I mean,
yeah.
but Barry Larkin, like he's my favorite player, and that's why I have the number 11 on my number. That's
Oh
why
man, that's so great. That's such
Larkin,
a
man.
thank you for sharing that because I wouldn't have known that. I thought like when someone
I
says
seen Larkin play as a kid at Riverfront Stadium, aka Synergy Field at the time. Like it was,
he must have
I
he must have
should
made
say
feel
Synergy.
he must have made fielding and hitting look so easy because he
Well, the
did on
thing
TV.
is he was great. He was just good. He just natural, man. And the thing is too is he's from Cincinnati. Like
Oh
he is
wow,
a hometown boy. He's from here. So like and he played with us for 19 years and from the mid 90s he played with Dave Concepcion. He played with some of them guys as older men. Uh he played because there was still some guys from the Red Machine that were still playing in the mid 80s
right?
and they were just getting on the verge of retirement. But Larkin got to learn from people like Dave Concepcion because especially because for a minute, Concepcion was the starting shortstop, and Larkin was the bench guy.
Yeah,
But Larkin, by all means, said, "Yeah, that's I'm definitely going to bench Dave Concepcion
yeah,
because Dave Concepcion's a legend." And
yeah,
when I saw George Foster the other day, I was flipping out. We're getting out of the elevator,
yeah. So please tell us
and
that.
I was just got out of the elevator with stuff we were gonna go down, and I just get out, and all of a sudden I see somebody wearing a Foster jersey. It was a newer one, but and I was like, "What the heck?" And he had that cane, and then I looked at the face, and I'm going, "Yep, that's George Foster." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?" I could have asked the guy for like a picture or something, but I don't like to be that kind of person to famous people like that, and because I feel like I'm disrespecting them, and but he was so nice to every people coming up to him going, "Oh, George Foster. Hey, how you doing, buddy?" He was just talking to everybody. I was like,
Bro,
"Man, I could have met George Foster," like, but I didn't.
dude, I'm a so what I used to be, Arbulin, is I used to be what is called a grapher, meaning that I would go to places where people were, like sports people, and just like hunt for autographs. And I
Oh,
did
okay.
and I did that for like 5 months, and then I realized that one, I hated being a stalker, and two, I just wanted to do it legit. So I would go to meet and greets, legit meet and greets, to get autographs and stuff like that. And yeah, you pay money, but at the same time, it's something for your man cave, your sports cave. I do that for Lady Alice. She's a big San Jose Sharks fan, so every time when a player has a meet and greet, she says we're going to this, no exception. I'm like, fine. And so she met her crush Tomas Hurdle and totally forgot that I was at the venue with her. So her and Tomas Hurdle, mind you, Tomas Hurdle's from Czechoslovakia or from another country, safe to say. And so his English was not good at the time when he met my girlfriend, and my girlfriend just kept talking to him. And so he was just really nice, though. He was just like, oh, yeah. It's just like nodding his head. And then I was like, and it's like, so Tomas Hurdle was really great. And then now we're forever fans of Tomas Hurdle because he was so great with Lady Alice that she forgot that I was there. And so I was like, Lady Alice, like, hello, I'm here. And someone's like, oh, yeah, boyfriend. I was like,
Yeah.
yes. And so yeah, if I was there, dude, I would definitely be mindful and ask Mr. Foster, huge fan.
That's amazing. I mean, the thing is like George Foster is not even our generation, man. He's way before us,
No, but
and
he's a
it was
but
awesome. I'm like, he's walking around this ballpark like it's like he's just trying to live because he's 72 years old now. But I was like, whoa. Steph's like, who is that? I'm going, are you kidding me? You know?
no,
And her dad's a big baseball fan, but her dad's a big Reds fan too. But
y-
he, but she was like, I don't know who that was. I was like, it's George Foster. Like, that's
right,
legit. Like, he's one of the greatest baseball players of all time. The dude could hit the ball so
yeah,
well. And the thing is when he would hit the ball, he hit home runs like crazy. But when he hit that ball, he hit it hard.
yes,
And he just, it just blew me away, man. I was just like, holy crap.
yeah, no. That's what I would have, dude. I would have gone up to him and asked him kindly if it would be okay to sign a baseball, and I would give it to you, dude. Like, uh,
Yeah.
no, I would. That's the thing. I love doing that, and when I saw that on your picture, I was like, please tell me that you got a baseball from the dude, because that's
No,
history.
I didn't have one, and that's how you usually do it. You gotta take a baseball with you, and
Yeah.
then if you get lucky. I've never gotten lucky seeing a player like that before, like up that close. I
Yeah.
was literally standing next to the man, and I didn't think about it.
Well,
The people that he was standing next to in his whole life, because he played for Reds most of his career. Then he went on to play for the Mets and the Sox. He met a lot of great players, but most notably, the man played with Pete Rose. The man played with Pete Rose. The man played with George or Ken Griffey Senior. He played with all them greats. Joe Morgan, who is a Californian. He uh, he recently passed, which sucks because Joe Morgan was a hell of a dude.
and he played with the
And
Giants. It's funny. George Foster
yeah,
was started his career as a Giant, made his name as a Red.
yeah,
Joe Morgan made a name for himself as a Red, and you know,
yeah,
and came to the Giants to help us out for a little bit. And by the
yeah.
way, I am not looking at the chat right now as my character is being defamed. I have defamation of character.
So
Someone is saying that I'm a stalker. I am not. I'm a
I
grapher.
I said
Uh,
used to be.
yeah, no, it's okay. Lizards will be lizards, and only will be and
Foster's
only
nickname, I was just wanting to look. His
lizard.
nickname Lizard. His nickname was they called him the Destroyer. So whenever they'd see him, they just call him because when he hit a ball, dude, even if it wasn't a home run, he'd smack the crap out of that ball, man. And that people have always talked about back in the '70s. They're like, or they also called him Yahtzee because when that ball was hit, it's gone. Like it's
Yahtzee.
yeah. I mean, that was George Foster, man. That man, he was just such a great hitter. Pete's talked about him. It. He's young too. He was the young man on the team. I remember watching an interview with Pete Rose, and he's like, "Yeah, George Foster was the young. He was the kid on the team.
Yeah.
Him and Junior or Senior, Ken Griffey Senior, and they were always talking about them two being the kids on the team, but they were the ones that raked. I mean, they raked, and a lot of people don't realize too that senior played ball until like '92.
Wow.
He he played with junior with the Mariners
Oh yeah,
for a
yeah.
season,
Ken Griffey
a
Jr. and Ken
couple
Griffey
games or
Sr.
something like that.
That was
Yeah,
funny. That was
and
pretty
then
cool.
the last time that that's ever happened, well, so you had them, father son.
Mm-hmm.
I think Barry Bonds and Bobby. That's a whole other topic. I respect Bobby Bonds. I ain't gonna get into it.
Right.
But Bobby Bonds and his son played together. I think for like a couple games. I think, and
Mm.
then I'm pretty sure they did. It was with the Giants. I think it might have been the Pirates. I'm not sure. One or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other time that it happened in the mid '90s was with the Reds, and it was you had not father son but brothers too. You had what's his name, Aaron Boone and Brett Boone, and then Barry Larkin and Steven Larkin,
Wow.
uh, all played in the same infield for a couple games in 1995. It was
Wow.
crazy because you just had brothers in the infield playing with each other.
That's funny. And by the way, Anna only says, "That's me, the destroyer." Yeah, you're the destroyer of Japes Jr.'s character. I hope that you're proud of
Defamation.
yourself. I hope that you're in your town sharing that with everyone. I am an only, and I am the destroyer of Japes Jr. and his character on Twitch. Ta
Dude, I would
ta!
love to have a baseball like podcast with you because you're like it's amazing for somebody who's from California knows as much as you know about the Cincinnati Reds. Like
Yeah, I'm a big
that's
fan, dude. Like I would shock people. I would shock people from Philadelphia. I would shock people from Anaheim. I would shock
respect
people.
the Philly. Yeah. I mean, Pete Rose played for the Phillies for a short time,
Yes. Yeah.
and he I remember on a Facebook Live, he was live and he was answering questions from people. He answered a couple of my questions. I thought it was neat.
Hey,
People, I
you know what, Arbolin? If you want to do a baseball podcast with me, you tell me what you want to talk about that day, and I'll get my stuff together.
We'd
And
have to think about like what. There's so many things that you could talk about.
you can talk about Cincinnati Reds.
I don't
I'm
want to
on.
just talk about that though. I mean, just baseball in general. Like, I'd love
Okay.
to talk about somebody who has knowledge of it. I'd like to talk about the 1994 season when the Montreal Expos got screwed out of a World Series.
You know what?
If you know your history about that season, there was a strike,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the Expos were amazing. I mean, they were so good. I think their record was like 100 and they were projected to win like 120 games that season.
Right. Well,
It was because they had Larry Walker, they had Pedro Martinez, uh,
didn't they have Vladimir Guerrero or
Vladimir Guerrero.
Marquise
I mean,
Grissom, Delano De Shields or
he's
something like
grit.
that?
Yeah, dude, look at those names.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason why I knew that is because that was
Marquise
hyped.
Grissom. I ain't thought about him in forever.
Yeah, no, they were hyped as the three prospects that were supposed to put the Montreal Expos into a generational playoff
Yep,
contender championship type
yep,
team. They were going to build
yep.
around them, and it was sad. It was sad. And the
Uh,
reason why I knew this is because I don't know if you know that what the late 80s early 90s baseball cards are called. They're called junk cardboard. Basically because they were mass produced and they were just you could still buy a
that's
box.
why you see him still to this
Yeah.
day. You see them old
Yeah, you
cards.
see a box of those cards for $10 because it's junk cardboard. It was mass produced, and it's sad, isn't it, that a Tom Glavine rookie card is $1. It's sad. It's
What?
yeah, it's unexplainable.
Tom
Uh,
Glavine was like the mid '90s Nasty Boys.
yeah,
Him, Greg Maddux, and like well, I can't remember what the other guy's name
right.
was, but
Do you know what saved cardboard junk cards? Grading. So if you got a Gem Mint 10 Tom Glavine rookie card, that's like a couple $100 or something like that. I could fetch for that and whatever. But that's what's pumping up the Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck rookie card. If it was ungraded, it would be like $10. But if it's a Gem Mint 10 or a Mint 9, it's like easily $200 to like $5,000. So
That's
the
crazy though.
yeah, the
Like, wow.
grading of baseball cards or grading of sports cards in general saved the junk cardboard era and now have made cards like Cal Ripken Jr. Rookie cards worth hundreds of dollars now because of the grading system. So, fun fact, fun fact. Oh, by the way, Ann only says she's extremely proud of destroying my character on Twitch and uh, says that I'm a huge fan, but he's a stalker and it's no surprise. And everybody knows this. Shout out to Zoink, junk cardboard. And only
I felt like kind of like a stalker at first because I was like, when I saw George Foster, I'm like, I was flipping out. My eyes got so big. I was
apparently
so excited.
Apparently, lovely women in England do not understand what stalker and fan is, so we don't need to acknowledge that anymore, Arbolin. We can walk away from this with our heads held high. That we're not stalkers, we're just fans of sports.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's. I mean, I didn't want to be weird. That's why I didn't be like, hey, George Foster, holy hell, can I get a picture with you? I want to respect the man. But
Do
it seems like he's the kind of guy because he was literally just out in the blue, man. The dude from the Big Red Machine is walking around just like it's nothing. Like, I was, I called my dad because my dad would be the first person to freak the hell out if he was there,
Oh,
and because he grew up as a kid watching those teams. And I told him, I said, Dad, you won't believe this. I just stood right next to George Foster. And he was like, really? Yeah. He's like, no. And the kid was coming out of my dad.
wow.
Like, holy crap. And it was amazing because my dad's like, my son pretty much almost met my baseball hero, one of my baseball heroes. It's amazing. It's like I was like, Dad, I just freaking almost met George Foster. I got pictures of him, but I didn't meet him, but I almost did. And
Right.
he was like, "What?" I took a video and a picture. Sent my dad. My dad was like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing."
Oh,
Like, but
yeah.
anyways,
Man, well, one, do you ever collect a baseball collection or do you like that
I
type of
have
stuff?
baseball cards somewhere. Actually,
Nice.
no, actually, I would love to talk to you about what she did with her. Um, I actually I have one autograph card. I think it's not even a card, it's a thing. He became a Christian, and my grandparents went to church, and he showed up at their church doing like a seminar thing. It was
Dang,
uh
that's
it
fun.
was Eddie Taubensee. He was a catcher for the Reds back in like
Wait, say that again, because it
19
sounded like you sneezed. What was his
no
name?
Eddie Taubensee.
Oh, it sounds like now that you.
No, it's just a weird name.
I mean, it sounds like a guy that should sell food dehydrators or something. I'm Eddie
Right, right.
Toppensy, and let me introduce
Eddie
you to the
Taubensee.
Toppensy food dehydrator.
He played for the Reds 94 to 2000. He was a catcher. He was a really good catcher, too.
Oh,
Johnny Bench had a lot of good things to say about him.
that's fair.
But
That's fair.
anyways, I got his. I don't know if that'll be worth anything, but it's not even on a baseball card. So I have it though. I don't really have any autographed baseball stuff. I just don't. But my ultimate dream is before years down the road, my dad, as he gets older or whatever, it's to get him an autographed Pete Rose ball because that's my dad's favorite baseball player,
Well,
Pete Rose.
uh,
Mine's Larkin.
you're
So
speaking to the right dude. I mean, it is pricey, but you're speaking to the right dude. If you are looking for a Pete Rose autographed baseball, I'll find somebody that has one.
very easy to find because Pete signs so much crap because he always wants to get paid. That's
Yeah,
Pete
because he
Rose.
has to, because he one ruined his baseball career because of the
Yeah, he
gambling
did.
conspiracy, and it's
He did.
sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's even worse that the commissioner that banned him from baseball is passed
yeah.
on, and it's not
It's
you
it
know.
sucks. The thing is as a Reds fan and a man who grew up 25 minutes from where Pete did.
Hmm.
Um, Pete's Cincinnati boy too. He was born here, and he played high school baseball here, and went on to play for the Reds here, and then he went on to play for the Phillies at the Expos
Hmm.
also. But he you know, you can compare him and Barry Bonds in a way. Barry Bonds cheated when he was playing after this with the steroids and stuff later. Before steroids, Barry Bonds was a great baseball player. He was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The dude could hit. He was a great hitter. He hit the ball all the time. Home runs, he was smacking them too when he played for the Pirates at the beginning of his career. And
Mm-hmm.
then he came to the San Francisco Giants. You're pretty familiar with them.
Mm-hmm.
And he, that whole steroid thing, and then they proved it that he did steroids. I just had arguments with people on Facebook about it because it comes up and it aggravates me.
Mm-hmm.
People go, Barry Bonds is the leader of home runs, end of story, bottom line. And I go, no, he's not. He, on paper, yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
But he cheated. He cheated. He was chemically imbalanced or whatever playing baseball. He was cheating. He hit well. Steroids don't make you hit the ball. Yeah, it does. And you have more power when you hit the ball taking something like that. He was injected. Wrestlers were taking this stuff,
Right.
back in the day. I mean, it's been around. People that aren't even athletes were taking because they liked the way it made them feel. It made them feel good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even in sports that steroids are being used. So when people sit there and argue and say Barry Bonds is the home run leader of baseball, okay, yes, technically he is, but no, he's not. He cheated. Hank Aaron is the leader in baseball of home runs because he did. It's disrespectful to say that Barry Bonds is the home run leader when you have a man like Hank Aaron, and, which rest in peace, just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Babe Ruth, uh, Willie McCovey, another great giant.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, Griffey Senior, he's kind of. I don't. They never proved that he took steroids, so I don't know. But even on the fence with him a little bit. Griffey Senior. Griffey Senior, he got hurt a lot when he came to Cincinnati. He uh he got hurt a lot, so he didn't have much of a career here. He did with Seattle, not here. But anyways, I don't want to keep rambling on about it. Pete Rose, excuse me, not Pete Rose. Barry Bonds is not the home run leader of baseball, and the reason I say it is because he cheated to hit 100 of those home runs or something. He was taking a steroid. Hank Aaron is the leader of, and the thing is, it sucks because Pete Rose screwed up in the same kind of way, but in a different way by by betting on baseball.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do that, and that was even frowned upon back in the day, back in like 1919 when the White Sox did it. They
Right.
threw that World Series. That's why we played all the games, but it was ruled that all them guys they ended up getting banned. Shoeless Joe Jackson,
Yeah.
he went on to
Thanks to
kind of live
that.
a
Thanks to that, we
yeah,
got the beautiful movie Field of Dreams. So there's a
yeah,
win. There's a
that
win.
yeah, and the thing is Shoeless Joe Jackson, and a lot of these guys that played on that team, uh, Pee Wee Reese, not Pee Wee Reese, that was Brooklyn Dodgers. I'm trying to think of the dude's name. There's a bunch of them, but anyways, when they got banned from baseball, the 1919 White Sox, they went on to kind of live a minuscule life. It was a 1920-21 season. They got banned, and those guys got banned because they threw a game, and back then it was even frowned upon. Pete Rose did it too
Yeah.
in a different way, but he did it. So people look at it and go, "Does Pete Rose deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?" Yes,
I think so.
yes,
He does
but
off
no,
of baseball. I
but
think
yeah,
he broke the baseball code by betting on the game and changing the outcome of certain things because of that. So he
yeah. He,
as a
yeah.
manager, heck no, he should not be in the Hall of
Oh
Fame.
hell no.
But as a player, he's definitely deserves to be celebrated as one. Now, as far as the Barry Bonds thing go, um, yes, there is a lot of controversy around Barry Bonds, and as a baseball fan, you have to understand that people have been caught for using clear, which was what Barry Bonds was using. Now, Barry Bonds never tested positive for steroid use, but he did admit to using clear, which is a banned substance that was used by other players that were caught by using clear. So, as far as Barry Bonds being considered a Hall of Famer, I believe that his numbers do speak to that, but the fact is,
before the steroids
yeah,
or
before the
whatever, he
steroids,
should.
and that's the same that goes for Alex Rodriguez. Now, Rafael Palmeiro is a different story. He admitted to using steroids throughout
Oh
the
yeah, forgot
time when
about
he was playing very well. Sammy Sosa was caught with steroids during the
him.
time where he was playing very well. Mark McGuire was caught using steroids where in a point in his career where it defined whether he was a Hall of Famer or not. And so those of before or after mentioned names should not be Hall of Famers.
Sosa disappointed me, man, because
Yeah,
Sosa is a black man doing this stuff, and it was awesome. It
he
was
had
like,
it, dude.
I,
He had a
yeah,
whole entire country behind
I
him.
remember him as a kid, man,
Yeah,
watching Sosa in the '90s.
right.
Played with Larkin.
He was a White Sox prospect, and then he got traded over cross country or cross city to Chicago Cubs, and that's where his career began. But I mean, as far as the Barry Bonds thing, as a fan, as a San Francisco Giants fan, he's legendary. But the fact is that he did admit to using the stuff that people were banned for, and for that, it will take a veterans committee to decide if Barry Bonds is going to be a Hall of Famer or not. The numbers say yes. But again, as home run king, that is what a generation of fans will decide, and a lot of people are still saying that Hank Aaron is the home run
Yeah,
king, and
he
that
is.
is okay. That's fine by me,
Yeah,
because so, although Barry Bonds has the ultimate total,
yeah,
believe it or not, Hank Aaron and Barry Bonds are not the home run kings in professional sports. There's a
right.
Japanese player that
Yeah,
is the home run king of all of that. So for American baseball, it's your fans. It's
yeah.
your decision. If you want Barry Bonds to be the home run king, then say it, but don't force it. But if you want Hank Aaron to be the home run king, say it, but don't force it. It is what you want, because guess what? At the end of the day, the best first baseman I've ever seen on film was Willie McCovey. Were there other first basemen better than him? Yes, my friend says Eddie Murray. My other friend says Fred McGriff. My other friend says, another first baseman that was legit. I'm blanking right now. He said Tino Martinez was the best first baseman ever in history, and I'm like, wow.
It's those Yankees fans, man.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah,
they're. I don't know. No,
yeah.
I'm good.
But see, that's the beautiful thing about being a baseball fan. Although the history books say something or the paper stats say something, you have the decision to say, like, if
That's
you're,
hard to say. Like
yeah,
the best first baseman, though.
yeah.
I
Well,
was thinking about that.
Seattle Mariners fans, your best player ever was Ken Griffey Jr. He's not a leader in home runs. He hit 600 and some odd home runs, and he played for the Cincinnati Reds. Believe it or not, he went back home.
He sucked here, though. He
But
was
his
horrible.
injuries, oh my God, if he wasn't
Yeah.
injured,
Oh
remember
man.
those times when he wasn't injured and he was giving you 40 home runs? He was,
You want to know who who I think is the best first baseman of all time, at least that
yeah,
I can remember?
yeah.
Um, Frank Thomas.
Oh, the hurt.
That dude was on fire, dude. He was. Yeah, they called him the Big Hurt or whatever. Oh my god.
Okay, we got to look this up. Did Bo Jackson and Frank Thomas play on the same Auburn team? Because I feel like they did. And
Good point.
that would be a freaking scary college team to play against.
The Big Hurt. They called him that for a reason, man. He was a beast. I
Yeah.
mean, he played ball for a long time too. He was there about 20 years
Oh,
almost. But
good night, and only. She's off to
uh,
bed, everyone. So she's off to bed.
MTG.
You know what, RB?
Oh,
I'm gonna end the stream, but again, like, thank you for the impromptu. This is what French press sessions would be like, dude. Just
can I
but
can real
talking.
quick?
Yeah,
Can I say my Pete Rose thing? I was gonna say
yeah.
because we're talking
Please,
about the
yeah.
Barry Bonds.
Go for it. Yeah.
So what I was gonna say was people say, okay, if Barry Bonds can't go to the Hall of Fame, they're looking at him as too goalie.
Mm-hmm.
So then they look at Pete Rose and they say, no, he's banned. He shouldn't be there at all. Overall, I'm not just saying this as a Reds fan.
Sure.
Overall, if you compared, you can't really compare the two because it's like apples and oranges. Pete Rose wasn't a home run hitter; he was a hitter. But to me, it's a lot more difficult to hit 4,200 and whatever total hits that Pete did in his career
Mm-hmm.
than it is to. People might say I'm weird about saying this. Than it is to hit 762 home runs. I think it's harder to hit the ball that many times. 4,200 times. That's a lot. I mean, in 22-year career, 23-year career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but Pete, sure, yes, he deserves to go to the Hall of Fame, but he don't need the Hall of Fame. Pete is bigger than the Hall of Fame. We all know that he is the greatest hitter in terms of American baseball
Mm-hmm.
of all time. He's right there with Ty Cobb.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ty, so the Barry Bonds thing, it aggravates me because Bonds cheated.
Mm-hmm.
Now you said they didn't prove it. That's
But he
yeah.
did use the substance that got other people banned.
Right.
The clear cream, he admitted to
There's
using,
people.
and
There's
that
people that say, "How do you know Pete Rose didn't cheat?" People say that. I'm like, "What are you dumb?"
no, he.
Oh no, he probably cheated. He probably did steroids.
But
Dude.
here's a controversy about it. RB is that Pete Rose for years denied that he gambled on baseball, but then
Yeah, 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 yeah. He was wrong.
but then there was a rumor. I don't know who said it to Pete individually, but they said, Pete, if you just come clean and say that you
Yep.
gamble on baseball, then there is a chance that they're going to exercise what you've done and give you a chance to get to the Hall of Fame. So Pete now, in the latter part of his life,
He
has
screwed it
admitted
up.
to gambling on baseball, and
He
he's
screwed it
even
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's no chance. No chance. He
yeah.
ain't going. Later, just recently, the last 5 years, there was some controversy about him, about some girl that's probably doing this for money. Aggravates the hell out of me.
Hmm.
But she came out and said that essentially, that there was some issues, some stuff went down in the 70s, and she was whatever age, and that hurt him too.
Telling you, man.
Because
So, and
yeah,
that's
it's crazy, dude. It's like
yeah.
you know,
As much as we talk about baseball legends and American baseball legends and their amazing careers and stuff, we're human beings too. And I hope that these stories like this, I hope that today's organizations can take the fact that they have taken young men at very crucial times of their lives where the correct decisions as an adult need to be instilled. And I hope that the organizations don't think of these players as just amazing athletes, which they are, but I hope that they are entertaining the fact that they have to educate, they have to, inform these players of the right decisions and the right decision making to not only be a working father or parent or a significant other, but to give them the opportunity to grow as a functioning, positive impact, not with the wallet to a community, but to be a community member where, hey, you know what? Maybe, first of all, going after children is the most selfish thing that you could do because they are very unprotected and they're very vulnerable and you cannot do that to children. So
yep,
that's the one thing that professional athletes need to know is that if you were a parent and a hockey player was going after your kid, you need to really reevaluate what how to one protect our kids ages 1 through 17, and that is something. Alcoholism needs to be, they players need help because being in the public eye is not easy, and it's very easy to drink alcohol and it's very easy to do drugs. Why do I know that? Because I've toured with bands that can only cope by doing coke lines off of a urinal because they cannot functionally do shows night after night for 5 months straight. And so I've seen it. I've tried to do the best I can to let these people know, hey, look, you've got this is unhealthy. It's gonna grow and it's gonna get worse. And I wish that I did more, or I wish I was capable to do more, because one of those band members died. So, what I'm saying is that if you have respect for the talent, the God given talent, the mentality, the ability to play the sport, or play professional sports, there's got to be someone somewhere that advocates for the advisory of growing these men and women just from professional athletes to being quality parents, quality significant others. Because seeing a badass running back knock the frick out of a girl in an elevator is not good enough for any sports
Yeah,
fan.
yeah, that
And
was crazy.
yeah, so I think you know what? Are you? And I didn't mean to cut you off with the Pete Rose thing, but I hope
No,
that.
you're good.
But if you have more to say on that, please let me know.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna look for this 30 for 30 thing that came out like a year and a half ago on ESPN. It was a really good little documentary. It
Sweet.
digs deep into, um, Pete Rose, but it goes back to like the 1919 situation with the betting with the White Sox, and then it compares the Pete Rose and that. There's
Right.
controversy with the whole Pete Rose thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the end of the day, Pete Rose screwed up. The reason I compared him to Barry Bonds is because they're similar, except it's not fair, in my opinion,
Yeah.
for somebody like Pete Rose to completely be just no, no. But somebody like Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire and all these guys to be able to get put on a Hall of Fame in a baseball Hall of Fame and be considered and still allowed to get votes
It's
when these guys cheated to play, like Rafael Palmeiro, I remember that
yeah.
and all that. But guys like Pete Rose, it's kind of similar,
Mm.
but in a different way. Pete doesn't deserve it because up in another way. But
Yeah.
we all know Pete Rose is the greatest hitter of all time. Barry Bonds, is he the greatest home run hitter of all time? Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't. He couldn't have been. Even could he have hit all those home runs with taking clear? I don't know. Nobody knows because it's done now.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
But I don't think you should. It's disrespectful to and it tarnishes baseball. Pete Rose tarnished baseball by betting, doing something that the White Sox did as a team back in 1919. And then you got tarnishing legends like Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, Willie McCovey, some of the greats of home runs. The
Mm-hmm.
home runs aren't hit anymore like they used to be now because everybody wants to hit the ball, or everybody aims to hit the ball in a home run. Excuse me, I said say it the other way around. Nobody hits the baseball to hit the baseball. They hit the baseball to hit a home run nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. There are so many more strikeouts and so many more foul balls and so many more line drives and stuff now than you've seen ever in the last 20 years. 20 years ago, it was different. Now it's another thing. And a lot of it, I think, has to do with the crackdown of steroids
Right.
because they're not hitting the ball anymore. Now they're hitting it home runs. People are aiming for home runs, but they're not hitting them as much because it ain't easy to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And back then,
I mean, cheating. I mean, let's just okay. The equivalent of cheating in baseball is baseball players getting innovative to get an edge. They're just being innovative to get an edge, and yeah,
Heimtar, same thing. That's illegal.
but
Can't use it.
they've cracked down on it this season, Arbolin. Like they cracked down on it, and they
Yeah.
said, "Look, this, they are checking pitchers for substances because they're realizing that oh shoot, the spin rate of the baseballs are abnormal or something." And this is analytics. This is like freaking people that analyze statistical things and all that. Now, here's the funny thing about it is that you know that the shifting of the defense was all about analytics, right? What I'm
That's
saying,
getting crazy too.
yeah,
That's like
what I'm
insane.
what I'm telling baseball players, you know how to beat that? Bunt to the open side. Just continue to bunt. Continue to bunt to the open side. Get your average up to 340, and and force the other team to play straight on so that you can start raking again.
I
And
don't think that they should be allowed to do that stuff that they're doing because, dude, why should the third baseman be playing first base? That's stupid. It's like,
I'm
and
I'm
it's also potential for injury
I'm
and other
pretty I'm
things.
pretty sure, and I'm not going to speak on your father, but I'm pretty sure that when your father first saw that, I'm pretty sure he had a really strong opinion.
My
But like,
dad was like, "What the heck is going on right now?" I'm like, "That's how baseball is now, Dad." He's like, "What happened to it being just baseball, just playing?"
yeah, no,
Nowadays, it's rules,
they
rules, rules.
yeah,
I'm like,
no,
well,
we care about spin rates now. We care about war. Like no, you know what I mean? We care about wins above replacement. Like what the hell? Why did we go so? Why are we making baseball so uninteresting and so like understandably not understandable?
putting the speed, the clocks on the pitchers now.
Yeah,
Like, it's
like
just
the miles per hour is fun because you could see how far how hard the pitches are pumping. I like that.
uh,
But as far as you're asking about the spin rate of a fastball, if you ask me if I care, I'm like no. Like why
we
would I?
used to have Aroldis Chapman came to the Reds like 7 years ago,
Yeah,
and he came here, and dude, we were like, "Oh my God, it's like Randy Johnson all over again." Like,
104. You're like, dude,
he
this
was
guy.
amazing, but the thing is Chapman had no control. The dude would give up home runs out the butt. I mean, he was. I saw several games where he was giving up home runs,
Yeah,
and the
because
thing is he's good. He's
he
decent
was
now.
supplying the power. That dude.
He it's too focused on throwing the ball as fast as you can,
Yeah.
and it's like he had no control. The dude couldn't hit a hole the size of a car or something, I don't know, in the ground by throwing that ball so hard,
Yeah.
from 90 feet away. If he, I don't know, it's just you shouldn't have to do that.
And
It's
to be fair, and I'm not talking stuff,
I
but
mean, Randy Johnson did it, but
yeah,
he was a whole other person.
I don't really think Aroldis Chapman is the best closer in the game. He's not.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
He's still not good. He's doing okay now with the Yankees, but
Yeah.
like he has no control.
Right. Right. No, and that's, I mean, we had a pitcher similar like that, by the name of Tim Lincecum here in San Francisco. Like
I remember
the
him.
guy
The freak.
was, yeah, the guy was throwing 95, 97 when he first came in, but then, his body, because he's just like Pedro Martinez. The guy,
He threw his body out.
yeah, he threw everything in his body with every pitch, and his body started breaking down. And so the guy couldn't survive off of command like Greg Maddux. When Greg Maddux started to deteriorate, the guy had movement and the ability to place his ball in wherever he wants. Tim Lincecum never had command. He would strike people out with nasty, horrible changeups and filthy, heavy fastballs, but Tim Lincecum never had command. And if he learned command and if he commanded his pitches well and learned it, he would have been Greg Maddux like. If he just learned how to pitch with his current state. But every pitch he threw his body into it, and his body couldn't survive. And so Tim Lincecum's always going to be a legend. And he
Didn't he
got
get traded? He still plays, but he's like nothing
no.
anymore.
So what happened was that he did not resign with
Something's
the
wrong.
Giants because he wanted to start play with the Anaheim Angels for like a season, got destroyed by the American League, and was going to make he took a year off, I think, and then he pitched for People, and he was hitting 91, 92 on the gun, but it was only because he didn't have the baseball season grind. He didn't have 30 starts. He didn't have 50 pitch appearances. He was just doing it with a lot of rest. But when he went to the Rangers, they realized that when he was on a regimen and when he was on schedule, his velocity would dip down to 85 miles per hour, and that's a fastball.
Yeah,
And so that
just slow fast. Well, not really slow, but it's
Right. I mean,
He's
but
mediocre.
yeah, but that's the thing. Jamie Moyer,
Absolutely
I don't know
is.
if you know who that is, but
Yeah, yeah.
Jamie Moyer survived off of location and awesome command for years. Like he stretched 3 generations of baseball. And so it can happen. It's just that for some